Asterion.
Dimples, why are you trying to squeeze somebody's titties?
Trying to steal Asteria's titties.
Lordy me.
Oh.
Hi everyone.
Getting them cheeks.
Yep, this is just gonna continue. It's fine. Hi everyone, and welcome to Ampistrano. I am your storyteller, D&D Jordan Lee, she, her, they pronouns, joined by this phenomenal cast for our season 2 finale, which is absolutely wild to me. First off, before we actually get started, I want to say a very special thank you to our moderators. Lamia, I see you hanging out. Thank you so much for keeping us safe. Especially also, I know we have a couple lurker mods, Seven and Rackali. I know y'all usually chime in, so I do appreciate it, keeping us safe. I want to also say a very special thank you to our sponsors and affiliations. Found Familiar and Friday Afternoon Tea. Make sure to use D&D Jordan Lee and AmpistranoDND when you check out for a percentage off of your purchase, as it does help to support the cast. Also, a very special thank you to Idle Champions. You can get the an Electrum chest by entering in !idle in the chat. It should also, I need to update it now that I realize it because the wrong one's on the overlay. There we go. That's the correct one. So you can use that to go get an Electrum chest to use in the game, and maybe go check out Will and Mizora as they head into Idle Champions. They're joining Lae'zel, Shadowheart, Astarion, and Scratch, and apparently Mind Flayer versions of them, so that sounds like fun. We do have a couple quick announcements before we dive into today's episode. So we're going to go around real quick, introduce who you are and who you're playing today, as well as any announcements you may have. I am going to start with Dimples.
Oh shit, you're asking for me.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice. That's where you can find me on the interwebs. I'm going to be playing Coriel, the talent, Sapphire Dragonborn. She's about to probably stomp somebody's head in with her heels before the day is over for fucking around. They're gonna find out, and she's gonna talk in their heads about it too, just to make sure they are all the way fucked up along the way. As far as announcements go, tonight you will be able to find me doing some Vampire the Masquerade. It's been a minute since I've done that. I'm going to be a player. I'm going to be playing a wonderful little Toreador. Just put it like that. And I'll be on twitch.tv/DarylSucksAtGaming. We'll be raising money for Take This.
Woo!
8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Dimples. Let's jump over to Sin.
I'm sorry that Sin is once again not available today. However, my name is Tola, Sunni Luna Harp, being your resident bard for today's adventure. As far as there's a script here. You can find Sinziak on streams on Sundays. I'm doing tech talk things on Thursdays where he screams at the tech industry, except for this month. And of course, being here. Normally it's Black Sparrow, but not today.
Love it. Any announcements, by the way, Sin? No?
Announcements. Yes. Sinziak would appreciate your support at kofi.com/DNDJordanLee.
Thank you.
That is all.
Let's jump over to Robo. No? Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Damn it.
Hi, it's me, Asterion. You can find me at TTRP Gifts everywhere, but I don't have anything to say except go watch Dimples. Dimples is gonna be playing today, so go watch Dimples BTM's stream. And if I don't see you, happy holidays, everybody.
Thank you. And just so everyone else is aware, because the cutoff is on the screen, Robo has a picture of Astarion's ass behind them. So, yay.
For the podcast, I have a picture of Astarion's ass as my background.
April.
Hello, hi. My name is April. I forgot what we were doing. I'm Dibbins today. I'm a goblin artificer, and you can find me on the internet as April Raygun. And I just want everyone to tonight at 8 p.m. Make sure to watch Dimples play vampire because he's playing a K-pop person, and I want to talk more about K-pop.
Oh,
But
well,
Jordan
that
said no,
sounds
we have to
exciting.
play a game. We can't talk about K-pop. But apparently this is okay.
You slowly moving even further off screen. I hate y'all.
They
There
got
was a
point,
chair in
though.
the way, and now it's on the ground.
All right. Last but not least, Fair.
April and her intros.
Yep.
Just there you go.
Gotta love it.
They're funny.
Perfect. She's perfect. Hi,
Agreed.
I'm Farron. She, her pronouns. I'll be playing Caro Velrith, your draconic bloodline sorcerer. Pronouns she, they. My announcement is that I have started streaming again. So, but I don't have a schedule, so just keep an eye out on my socials and follow me to know when I'm gonna be doing shit.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Fair. As a heads up for today's episode, we are going to be dealing with some topics that are a bit heavy, potentially character death, depending on how this today goes, as well as, high intensity fighting, possibly the apocalypse, so keep yourself safe. We do have some resources too in chat if you enter an exclamation point health potion. That will help you out a little bit. But also, hey, we at the Haven, we want to make sure that everyone is safe. We are using safety tools. I'll be checking in with the cast as we continue to go today. We checked in before we started, and we'll be checking in after as well, just to make sure everyone is good to go. But take the time that you need, because that's important. So, yay. Reminder that this is our season 2 finale. We will be taking a break for the next 2 weeks of December to rest up, plot, and possibly get up to some other shenanigans. I don't know if everyone's free. Maybe we'll do a one shot. I don't know. So we'll talk about it. But it's also a perfect time to catch up on all things Ampistrano in time for our season 3 premiere on Saturday, January 6th at 3 p.m., 12 p.m. Pacific. Also, please consider supporting us on Patreon, YouTube, TikTok. That's where we're going to be putting a lot of our stuff out there, as well as we have some really exciting new things that are going to be coming to Patreon in the new year, including potentially Sam playing Baldur's Gate. I might be making Sam's character and trying to survive. It'll be great. So, as well as the cast might be doing some things. We have some conversations we'll be having, but go check out our Patreon, and it helps support the cast. A very special thank you to Sphinx, Seven, Mama Strange, Fluffy Snowfall, Chris Gideon, Buzz Lightyear, Lily42, and Goblin Katie for your support. All right, y'all. I think that's it. So, without further ado, let us go beyond the veil of Ampistrano.
Third clip.
It was really cute. We're back. Hello, everyone. So,
Caro's
Yamato
dead,
Kano
and I'm
operational.
leaving. Bye.
okay.
Too late. You're stuck with us now.
We're not on screen, so we don't exist.
All right. So, light, shadow, and the in-between. Each are just as capable. Unfortunately, shadow seems to have gotten a bad reputation. For the weary wanderer, shadows are not inherently evil. They are the representation of the unknown. But that, in and of itself, can be the most terrifying to many. At night, they consume, encircling you as you lie awake at night on the cusp of dreamy rivers, dragging you into oblivion. That gray area. Good. Bad. Decisions. That space where we can bargain and sort out the day. But bargain with whom? For what reason? How do these decisions weigh upon your minds as you attempt to escape? Escape, they say, to lands of dreams far from here, with banks of sea foam formed of clouds, but where do you go when you dream? You can't hide the truth, though many do try, exerting themselves beyond their expanses, hiding it beneath their bed, beneath blankets, or within those skeletons and closets. It's there, waiting in the shadows, ready to pounce, skulking behind within darkness's whispers, or standing proudly within the light. Is it the consequences of your actions, your burdens that weigh you down for all to see? Or is it what spurns you forward? The soul of who you are coming to the surface, that weight following, watching. For what is the measure of a soul? At the end of the day, can you say you've done all you can? Are you ready to face yourself or fall? It's these battles we wage, an inner soul war, a tie to this place, this plane, and those around us. Threads that interlock intricately until we have no choice but to look ahead, to look within, and come to the truth that matters, those ties that bind. I quickly move. That was a solace. Carmen's words hover in the smoky air. Fire slowly crackles and pops within Helderwood's office as all of you slowly begin to collect yourself. Parchment flitting through the air, charred remains of embers from the singeing fireball that was launched. After a moment, Javian raises their hand and the flames slowly ease into nothing before looking between all of you and asking, everyone okay?
What the fuck's a soulless?
Carmen kind of lumbering slightly. You can see beads of sweat on her face as she's still trying to kind of come together, using a little bit of that energy to bring Dibbins back. Now kind of holding onto her side where you see beads of blood kind of slowly dripping down, blending into gold. Soulless, Well, we're still figuring it out ourselves. She looks for a moment at Yue, whose kind of wings are fluttering even though she's standing next to Carmen in this moment. Yue speaks up at that moment. I haven't entirely gotten all of the information. I'm trying to get as much information as I can from the Citadel, but they're a bit perplexed. This hasn't happened, at least to our knowledge, and at least to our library's function. But...
Are you wounded?
And you're asking this to Carmen, I'm assuming? And she kind of, you see her moving her dress to the side slightly, where you see 3 large gash marks cut into her ribs, where there's just a steady trickle of blood. It looks like most of the wound itself is kind of cauterized and healed, but it just, the wounds, those threads of skin have not come back together completely. So there's just a steady stream of blood every now and then.
I pull a small jar of a vibrant red liquid out of a bag.
Mm-hmm.
And I just offer it without a word. Like, Carmen would know what this is.
Yeah, and she kind of raises a hand. You might want to hang on to that. Unfortunately, it seems health potions are not working to seal it completely.
You know, not a natural wound, you're saying.
No.
So they have weaponry that's able to inflict similar wounds?
Cut threads, for lack of a better term. And she kind of, at that moment, kind of gestures to the dying embers of where the monster that was Helderwood. If they're able to sever those threads, the soul from the body, and the soul itself not die, there's no question of what else they might have.
How long have you known about this?
Not long. If I had known, well, I would have already informed, well, Sparks, everybody, Samari. We would have been more prepared for this, and I probably would not be well adorned with this today when we're doing our resurgence ceremony on top of everything else.
We simply have to stop the ceremony. And I look back at Caro as I say that.
Yes, we cannot let this go forward.
Correct. I think we're all in agreement of that.
That seems to be very obvious at this point.
And yet you were arguing with me about this earlier, so was it really obvious?
It was more of the situation and how to proceed.
Please. An emergency is at hand at the moment.
Fair enough.
Caro looks on the verge of saying, you could see in her face just a flash of, I know there was an emergency. I'm the one who came over and told you there was an emergency, and now all of a sudden you're acting like you are the expert, and you are not the expert. But she she doesn't say any of that, but it's you could see it all in her eyes, just raging in her eyes. Are you fucking?
You definitely see Coriel also roll her eyes after you see Antola do that. Duh.
Right.
And what is our next move? And also, it saddens me to have to ask, but have you seen anyone among our people behaving suspiciously recently?
Not really. And this is Carmen kind of addressing. Not that my eyes have seen. And none that information's come back to me, at least. And you see for a moment, all of you with your passive insight, just see the look of fear and not the leader of Felk in front of you. For a moment, you see a scared woman trying to put everything together, but feeling utterly overwhelmed. All of you would know she has only been in this position as leader for the better part of a 10-day. And everything's gone to shit.
Do we know who was before Carmen?
Her parents. So Holo and
parents.
Aziel were the two that had been leading Felk. There had been stirrings, and that's what Felk had been preparing for, of some dangerous forces. And Holo and Aziel went to go and do a recon mission, but haven't reported back. So,
Question for the DM.
yeah.
Is it 10 days? Is that they've been in power for 10 days?
Yes.
Okay. I
Yeah.
didn't know if a 10-day was a thing or something.
Yep. A 10-day is a thing. Yep.
Now then, my lady, you're certainly looking at a dire situation, but that is what you have the talented people in this room to address.
Yeah. I've been in contact with Rory, my brother. He's been trying to do some recon around to see, along with his automatons, to see if there's any other movement outside of Felk that might be. Sorry, my cat won't stop. Hang on. And you just see like this little spectral cat kind of wandering around her feet, like seemingly this is like some kind of healing circle that's constantly trying to activate.
Do we know what? Have we seen tell of this automaton making person? Do we know?
You've seen them around the village. They are again one of Holo and Aziel's children. So they're kind of not royalty, but they're, known throughout the space. They usually have a little bit more security, although Rory is known to kind of wander off on his own or be in his kind of workshop. So you are familiar with the family very well.
Just like elf, orc, human, any of that stuff?
He hasn't been able to find anything, although he is still out searching, just seeing if what else might be coming through in the shadows. But Javian hasn't found anything either, and she kind of looks over to Javian in confirmation. He's kind of just has his arm up against the door frame and is just kind of like head against his hand, just watching everything, but you also see kind of processing everything at once. Rory is a half-orc.
Hot. So you're telling me that something takes the souls of people,
Yeah.
and then it actually transforms it into that, pointing to the burny, fleshy, whatever it is.
We don't know what they do with the souls, but this is going to sound somewhat poetic, but souls, when they leave, there's still something that's left behind. And what we've been able to gather, at least, we're not sure if this is the body or some essence of the soul trying to cling to life and going to those basic needs of just trying to live. And it's just warped. It seems to be rooted in anger and hatred. Whatever this thing is, it feeds on those emotions, amplifies it, until that's the only thing remaining, an instinct of hatred, of pain. But we're not sure where they go. Or how to stop
Wait,
it.
why is it hatred? Did they feed on that?
Some people, and this at this point, UA is chiming in. There's some belief when we're helping to ferry the souls over to the Vale and such. Yeah, go ahead, Sid. There are some that hold the belief that emotions can amplify energies within souls. All of you, for whatever reason, certain emotions spur you forward, whether that's love, happiness, hatred, sadness. This thing seems to want to quiet that which brings hope. Things like that. And instead feed on what can isolate a soul. That anger, that hatred. Feeding into and turning ambition. She kind of nods as for a moment she does pick up Coriel. What that whole ambition popping into your mind for a moment. Yeah.
Right in the middle of this speech, I think it was safe to say, from Tola's mind, everyone gets a really intense, has a really intense moment, kind of like when a microphone peaks out and you hear that really sharp sound of feedback for a second, as this stuff is described.
Seems to just feed on it. So, what do you do when you have nothing left? You cling to what you have. There's nothing else besides those emotions that can transform you.
Well, I look at Coriel, Caro. Well, it seems that we might have an answer about what they are doing with the souls. It's not good.
No.
There is well, allow me to say this in the most entertaining way possible. They have decided that the souls of the people in this and other places potentially would make a good breakfast, perhaps a garnish of some sort to an extra planar creature.
Yes, they are feeding something.
So why are we still standing here?
I think just
We
to make
need
sure.
this information.
Yes, I understand that. But we should also get moving, because the longer we wait to move, the more souls this thing will have fed off of. And the more souls that it's fed off of, well, I know after I've eaten, I feel even more powerful.
Mhm.
After
Well, I
having
just feel
eaten, I have to use the bathroom.
I usually go to sleep.
In either case, Coriel, could you perhaps add Carmen to the link here so that we can more easily pass the information about what we find?
Add Carmen to the group chat.
Carmen, do you wish to be added to our telepathic link?
That might be-
Javian too.
That might be helpful. Although I'm anticipating we're all moving in the same direction. You're correct. This can't wait. I'm not going to wait for the Antirian to decide whether we're doing something or not. We're doing this. So if you all are okay, and at this point she's really looking at Dibbins, who's just came back.
Actually, do you need me? I'm done, right? I can. Go
Yes, Dibbins, you're coming
Okay,
with
thank
us.
you. Oh no, I meant no. I was gonna leave.
No, you're coming with us.
We need you.
Blood just spits out of his mouth.
Oh no.
I'm at 1 hit point.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
If you all forgot.
Carmen,
I take the small
I
bottle
know-
that
I know
have
you don't
that I offer
care.
to Carmen and just offer it to Dibbins instead.
Have your automaton carry you.
that would be helpful.
My time I can't carry you.
Salem,
Say
and
that
you
again.
see-
One more time.
You see the spectral cat that's been circling Carmen starts wandering over to you and starts kind of walking around, and you feel energy replenishing. You are back at full.
Nice. I have 69 health points.
There you go.
That's too little. That's too little. Anyway,
All right.
Stand a bit until you understand your condition better. Perhaps don't overexert yourself if possible.
You're right. I climb on top of my steel defender, and I'm gonna ride on him now.
Just looking at Dibbins and then looking at Carmen in turn before opening the nearby window.
Sure.
I go over to Carmen and I go, may I?
Sure.
I touch Carmen on the nose.
Boop. Okay.
She's asking
Now-
for permission. This is lovely.
And now Carmen is linked.
Okay. Carmen joins
Oh,
the
she
group
just
chat.
flicked me in the forehead when she wanted to link up.
That's because you were being a pain in the ass.
No, it's
Yeah,
just
we are a pain in each other's asses.
to be fair,
you more
Javian
than
asked
me.
me to flick her in the forehead. And you see Javian's like on that note immediately like leaves the room. Like I'm out. I'm gonna
And,
go make
oop.
sure our the archives will be on lockdown as we get ready to move.
If a window is to be broken,
Mhm.
Javian,
Mhm.
leave all of it alone.
Oh, I'm coming
Don't
with you.
clean. Oh,
Oh.
I just give a look to Dibbins again. Don't clean the floor because the floor
Dibbins is
is
coming with
also
us.
evidence.
That's why I'm making sure that the whole archives is locked down. We're all leaving.
Dibbins
Unless
is
you
paying
don't
no
want me
attention
to
you
come.
whatsoever.
Javian kind of looks offended, but also just like, oh, am I out of this? Like,
Oh, Javian. Also, you will need more than magical protections. Apparently, these people, and whatever powers they possess, are able to temporarily suppress and/or redirect magical energies, including looking around at everything, the ones that protect this area of the library and the archives in general.
Yes, don't become cannon fodder.
so where are we going to go? This
we're going to the Unitel. We have to shut that portal, the veil.
Why do you say don't become cannon fodder? Why do you assume that he is not capable?
This is where I lean out of the office and see that everyone's talking, and then head back to a nearby window, and I pull out a broom, and then casually climb out of the window.
I love Dilla.
I assume everyone's not capable until they prove me otherwise.
Listen.
Now let us move.
Valid, but I wouldn't be second in command. Well, now, first, for the archives, if it weren't for my capabilities. But
Yeah, he thought he was capable
appreciate your
too.
concern, and he kind of just gives you this look of like, just slight annoyance. And then looks kind of thankfully at Caro real quick for coming to his defense. We'll be fine. But I agree with Carmen. I think it's best if we don't wait. We go now.
Are we not walking and talking?
I was waiting for all of you, so he kind of just gives you a nod of, all right, I'm shutting up. And with that, all of you head out of here, head out of the archives, and start heading towards the Unitel. Can each of you please make a perception check as we go?
Dibbins rolled a natural 1.
excellent.
Lordy be.
Just a sec.
All good.
I just need to see what my mod is real quick.
15.
I just rolled-
14.
14.
19.
19.
These are the wrong dice. Where are my other dice?
24.
24. What's the marching order as you all are going? I know, Tolo, you're up in the sky. Kind of looking around. who's kind of leading the charge. Carmen, you can kind of see is moving a little bit slow just because of the injury. So she's
Oh, then it's definitely Coriel.
okay.
Yeah, I don't even know why that was what that was even the question. You know,
Like
she
unless
thinks
Carmen had
charge
got
of
in front
everyone.
of her, then Coriel's absolutely.
She's moving
I'll
as quickly
be-
as she can.
I'll be in the back.
Be in the back. Okay.
I was also about to be. I'll also be in the back.
Okay. All right.
Blew yourself video. I was in the back.
All of you move forward. You can see at this point a lot of the main fairways around Felk are relatively clear. People trying to quickly wrap up any work that they need to do in preparation for tonight. A couple rowdy noises from taverns. Everyone sounds cheerful, in stark contrast to what you all are having to deal with at this time. As you continue out, as you reach the outskirts of the border around Felk. Tola, you notice first. It appears that at the main kind of fairway, there is a large group of individuals, a mixture of not Crown's Guard, those are native to Jorix and bigger cities, but the Guard. You can see the captain, Tenori, a kind of lumbering half giant. It's unsure of what kind of their ancestry is. Standing at the front, flanked by, on either side, 3 guards, all wearing kind of epaulets marking the different things that they do. It looks like they have the blues of healers, 2 of them. 2 of them appears to be magical, and 2 appear to be on the scouts. Sonori kind of takes all of you in. And where are you going off to today? Heading to Unitel?
Indeed, we are.
Oh, we're just going to save the world. Coming.
I'm sorry, what?
We don't
Sophia,
have
we are the
time
only
to explain what we
Yes.
don't have time to explain. Move.
I'm sorry, you all are free to go, but Carmen must stay in Felk up until the ceremony.
Why is that?
I've been told by the Interior she has to stay.
Oh,
For
I
what
see.
and what reason did they give?
Security.
Security. You realize that there's issues going on in town, so she is not safe here.
I'm not sure
Either,
of what you
right?
speak of.
Telepathically,
I
everyone hears, no, they don't.
Well, I know what I speak of, and she is not safe there. So she is coming with us.
I'm sorry, I'm under Interior orders. I can't.
Fine, we'll do this the hard way.
That
Suppose
won't
so.
be necessary. And a spectral microphone appears.
Oh, as soon as you do that, you feel immediately that surge of energy that someone has counterspelled you. They see you casting
Before
and
I-
immediately stop.
No, like
Oh,
it's
no,
just
you did not
it's,
just
Oh.
you just counterspelled a cantrip. You are a fool.
I'm just like, I just like the moment that the counterspell goes off,
Mm-hmm.
I just go. You do understand that by trade, I am a bard. You can probably sense the spell that I was going to use. It is simply a microphone, a communication device.
That may be.
They were doing thaumaturgy. You are a fool.
Well,
Again, apologies. I cannot let Carmen leave the village.
Again,
Well,
let's
okay. Well, if this is what we are going to do, then fine.
Let's roll
This is
some
going to be a
initiative.
long one.
This is
Before
the
we
first
roll
time-
the initiative,
Yeah, we're gonna
yeah.
roll into initiative with Coriel's comment and just the fact that Tenori is, you can see, looking very conflicted, but kind of hands are tied, unfortunately.
it's fine.
God.
So
Right,
let's
look.
roll.
I'm
some
just
initi-
going to break their mind for a little while. It'll be fine.
Sure,
Don't
sure.
worry
I
about
am-
it.
I am probably just going to kill them.
That is.
I'm just
See,
going to stay
I'm
aloft
back.
in. I'm just going to stay aloft in the air on on this broom.
Okay.
So I wanted to do a thing before we got to initiative, before we started combat.
Sure.
For a specific reason.
Okay.
Because I want to essentially charm.
Okay. All right. I'll allow that. I'll allow that.
Are we turning non-lethal damage on?
No.
No? Okay.
Yes.
I don't know how to do that. Wait, do we all get to do something before? I also wanted to have something.
It's
I
just
will-
one
I
thing,
will
because this
allow
might
it.
prevent
I will
combat
allow
at
it.
all.
You all get
I-
one round to do what, and then the initiative will actually start. We're going to go with Dimples first, then April, and then we'll go from there. So Dimples, you are doing the charm. They have to roll a save, correct?
Sabrina, I am a spellcaster. I don't
Wisdom
think I can
save.
do non-lethal damage.
That's true.
It is not a spell, by the way.
Got it. Okay. That is a 22 save.
They save. Motherfucker.
I rolled a 19 on the die.
Well, am I going to take some strain with that? I hope I don't take strain. That would be bad. It would actually be very bad right now.
Tola at this time.
Hang on,
pulls
April's
out-
going next. Then, sorry, we're moving through. I just know April said they wanted to go next.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll just wait for combat.
Okay. Okay, you can
That's-
totally
that's
do
it.
that. Sin.
That's it. I was going to say is I'm going to pull out a book and just start reading it aloud.
Okay. Start reading. Robo, anything you wish to do before we launch into initiative?
Just take out my bow.
Okay.
Look menacingly.
I love it. And Caro, anything you wish to do?
I am going to touch Javian on the shoulder and cast Dragon's Breath on him.
Ooh.
So he will be able to use Dragon's Breath, and it will be force damage because I am
Love it. How long does
a
that
force.
last?
1 minute
1 minute. Okay.
concentration.
Love
So
it.
I will be concentrating.
He gives you a nod. All right. What is everyone's initiative?
23.
Actual 20 for 22.
Nice.
Ooh.
I'm going to have, because you got a nat 20, Dibbins, you're going to go before.
Hell yeah.
Because of that.
22 for me.
Hey! We rolled well.
18 for Caro.
Nice.
Yeah, I went ahead and blew that inspiration. I got a total of 17.
All right. Dibbins, you are up first.
Question: how big is this person?
This person is towering at 8'5".
Also, how many are there?
So it's Tenori, and then there are 6 guards, 3 flanked on either side, left and right.
Oh, there's that many people.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all in front of us, right?
Yep, they are all in front of you, about, at this point, anywhere between 7 to 10 feet. Not quite in melee range, but
Would you say they're standing in a line?
somewhat. They're kind of in a V formation. Tenori's at the point of the V, and then the others are kind of flanking behind. All within a few feet of each other. Like, if it was a cube, it'd be a 15-point cube.
It's fine. I will use my action to cast Grease in the center, so that's a 10-foot radius. Everyone will have to make it within a 10-foot radius would have to make a save.
Okay. All right.
Playing Baldur's Gate too much.
Yep, I love
It's
it.
an 18 to succeed.
All right, Tenori makes it.
Damn it.
One
why?
guard does not. Second guard does not. Third guard does. Fourth guard does. Fifth guard does not. Sixth guard does. So it looks like 3 made it, 3 did not.
Okay, Tenori, who's in front then, bonus action Steel Defender is going to try to push them into it
Okay.
and knock them down with a rend attack.
Okay.
Why is not? Come on, no, roll the rend attack, not the damage. Why is it in the way? So it's a come on. I made my sheet too small, so I can't hit the buttons. That's a 13 plus 8.
That just hits.
Wait. Oh shit, that's a okay. So it'll take 10 force damage
Alright.
as he tries to hit her.
As pushback does happen, but that does hit, and you see he kind of like looks at you, Dimmons, for a moment of like surprise that this is happening, but like kind of a sense of relief is also coming off of him. You get the sense that he does not want to do this, so he's gonna try his very best, but yeah. Awesome.
And then I'm gonna get out of there. Dibbins will stay there, or not Dibbins. My defender will stay there, but I'm gonna run behind everybody else.
Okay.
I was already behind, so actually no, I didn't even move. So defender's up front. I'm still behind everyone else.
Sure. Got
I'm just gonna now back up 28 more feet.
Amazing. Tola, you were up, and then Safrina, you're on deck.
Okay, so a question.
Yes.
Position-wise, how, like, since everybody's been kind of like buffeted around and stuff, how's the formation looking?
Still a V, but half of them are now on the ground because of the grease that's kind of piled up. They haven't exactly moved. The grease kind of exploded and 3 fell.
Got fireball? You got anything on fire? Set them on fire!
Don't
Set
worry.
them on fire!
My body is ready.
So when I
That's-
look at
'cause
when
it's-
I look at them, I'm trying to get a gauge of, like, here's the gauge I'm trying to make, right? Like how much space they're taking, how much space that V formation
They're
takes.
still in a 15 cube.
Oh, in a cube of
Yeah.
15?
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. So I'm going to attempt to cast a spell.
Okay. Luckily,
Do what
both
I do.
these spellcasters are the ones that are currently on the ground, so they won't be able to counterspell anything. So,
We shall have to speak about. I look at everyone at the party
Mm-hmm.
to kind of like get eye contact and just go, we shall have to speak about this another time, unfortunately. And then a small black dot appears in the center of the group and expands into a giant black sphere
ooh,
of magical darkness.
love it. Okay.
And then I just look at everyone and go, our energies are better spent elsewhere, and we have very few of them. I like take Carmen and I like reach out for Carmen's hand, and I look back to everyone else, and then I start heading away toward the Unitel,
Okay.
around, like walking around the
Yep,
sphere.
going around. Okay. Okay. Do you all go? What are as your turn ends, Safrina, what are you doing?
Well, yeah, I'm doing definitely just going around and following everybody.
Okay. All right. Then it
Because
moves-
that's what I was going to do, but okay.
All right. Kara, are you also just moving around? Anything you wish to do?
I will move around, but I will keep an eye out
Sure.
on this darkness in case people come out.
Sure. Okay.
So I will hold my action.
Got it. Coriel.
Question. On the other side of this darkness sphere, can we like see that from any different angles?
No, like
No.
that is like you can't see anything in.
Well, I
unless you
mean,
can see
like,
through
it's a
magical
sphere.
darkness. Yeah, it's a sphere.
So how far does it extend? Like if there's something behind the other side of the sphere is what I'm trying to
Oh, so
determine,
to paint the picture, it is literally just you see 2 small kind of watchtower kind of spaces, and then the main gate leading out of Felk. That's it.
Perfect.
Yeah,
And that's
I
where
see
we're
what
trying
you're
to
doing.
go.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I am not going to walk. I'm going to use a ability.
Okay.
And I'm going to continue stressing myself. I'm going to use Jaunt,
Okay.
which is essentially Misty Step.
Okay.
Because
do
I'm
that.
just going to get to the other side.
Okay.
That's my goal here. But I need to roll a d6 to see if I get more stressed. Please don't get more stressed. I get more stressed.
Oh.
That's not good.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right. Well, how far is it to the other side? 30 feet? Less? More?
About 30 feet.
Nope. Like the sphere is just 15. So from
Oh,
wherever.
yeah.
So the
From wherever
sphere
you're
I was
at.
talking about, you placed there about 15, and then it's another 15 to the gate.
Cool.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
at the gate now then.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Coriel ain't looking so hot. Her eyes are bleeding.
Okay. What we're gonna do right now, because Javian, Carmen, and Yue are also gonna move around. Combat's still we're still in initiative, but why don't we do a skill check to see how quickly all of you are booking it out of here? Right now they are April. Oh, sorry, I saw the hand raised and I thought you were saying something.
No, I was putting candy in my mouth and it stopped there waiting to go back for more candy.
So why don't we
Wait, was that second
do
level?
3 of you roll
I did not get more stressed.
either survival or like some kind of dex check. I'll let you choose between that with how quickly you're moving.
I have another question. Are we running away or are we killing these guys?
Yeah, that's
We are
a-
running away.
I'm running away. I'm not
Jeez.
killing.
I didn't know
people.
we were
don't have
running away.
time.
I thought we were fighting.
I'm not trying to kill the guards that
There-
work for me.
I am committing. We have started a crime and we must end this crime. No witnesses. That is Dibbin's motto.
Dibbins is a real one.
Dibbins is a cleaner.
Love it.
Okay.
Who
well,
is
run,
running
I
these
guess.
Who
checks?
wants to roll?
Okay. Can it be stealth by any chance?
Yeah, it's 1000%
Excellent.
can. I just need 3 of you, so that way it's basically a skill challenge. So
I'll roll stealth.
okay.
I will roll something. Let me see.
I'll let y'all roll because
I'll roll
Coriel's just gonna
acrobatics.
keep jaunting until someone
Oh.
stops her.
If
She can do
somebody
it every
uses-
turn.
If someone uses acrobatics, does that mean I cannot use it?
Nope, you can still use it.
Okay.
I was
'cause
going to
would
say I will
also-
let you
My
have
impression
acrobatics if
synopsis.
you need it.
I mean,
You
I
said-
got the nat 20, so it doesn't.
I-
matter what I choose.
You know something? I will let you have that. I will allow you to have
That is a 23. of
23, okay.
acrobatics.
And who's doing the last?
26 for me. For
26.
stealth.
So you need a
Natural
third
20.
one, is what you're saying?
And we need one more.
Wait, no.
Okay, 23
Dibbins
on
is fighting.
acrobatics.
Did you say Dibbins is fighting?
Yeah. Dibbins is Agab.
Oh,
23.
Ah!
Okay,
Wow.
so half of your group is vast majority of the group is leaving, and Dibbins is
Dibbins
still
about to get
there.
fucked
All
up.
of you will.
Well, no, if everyone is leaving, that's why I'm like, I'm not rolling. But if everyone else is, if everyone else is running, Dibbins will go with the group.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I imagine
I
actually one of
imagine-
you grabbed Dibbins and is kind of dragging.
Dibbins is
jaunt
out here
back.
sw-
send
Dibbins is out
Jevons
here
over.
swinging like Scrappy Doo.
I honestly just imagine
Scrappy Doo energy.
Dibbins looking like Danny DeVito with Scrappy Doo energy, just fighting.
I love it.
And there's more where that came from.
And then I started blasting.
No! God.
All right. So,
The most annoying enemy to get.
all of you quickly move away, heading into the tree line around Felk. It's quiet. Who's leading the charge as you all are? Is Coriel, you're still in the lead?
Coriel's not as ahead anymore. Coriel's having a little bit of a time trying to clean the blood off of her face. But you'll notice that Coriel wasn't hit by anything. Coriel's
I hand Coriel a handkerchief. It's clean. I promise.
Dibbins will prestidigitate everyone else but Coriel.
Okay.
Yo, I love a hater. I love a hater.
Everyone is clean. Coriel's got a tissue.
Okay.
it's fine.
Love
Fine.
hater.
You
Coriel, no, not Coriel. Dibbins know you left him to die.
you don't hear any footsteps following you. You don't feel any archaic energies trying to search for you. Yes, Kara.
after Caro hands Coriel a handkerchief, she will turn to Carmen and say, "Now, why is it that they would not allow you to leave?"
I would imagine it has something to do with the entire Antarian wanting to control me.
Yes.
Do I believe that?
Do you? I'm asking you. I'm not gonna tell you.
It was really just weird that they not let her out. You know what? This is Safrina. She does not believe that, but she's gonna keep her to herself.
That's valid.
Now,
yeah, I would imagine.
Did they? Oh, sorry.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. I was just going to ask. Now, did they control your parents?
Well, not that I remember my parents talking about that in any way, shape, or form. I know they had some pushback from the Antarian, but you kind of see like a shadow crosses her eyes as she's trying to like piece things together. Things are adding up, and I don't necessarily like how this is happening. They didn't start really pushing until my parents left, and we haven't gotten any news.
Where did your parents go?
They went to go meet with the Shiftweave warriors.
And did they tell you this? Your parents, they told you where they were going.
Yes. They didn't
Okay,
tell the
just
Antarian where they were going.
Okay, I'm just making sure where you got your information from.
No, that's valid.
There is a noticeable look of like quizzical concern on your parents, leaders of the nation, talking to people that I think we have an open alliance with, as far as I know,
Correct.
decided not to tell the Antarian that they were going to meet them. That is a cause for concern. But I don't say that. It's
Sure.
just, if you can read my face, like, I'm pretty sure Coriel wouldn't pick that up immediately because
Sure.
Coriel could read my face.
Yeah, I think Caro is having the same thoughts as Tola. Just like they just left of their own accord. That's why she's asking, like, where did you get this information from? Like, who told you that they were leaving to see this ship? Because it seems odd and troubling that she's there. She is not allowed to leave the city. Why?
Yeah.
This
Coriel-
person has no answers.
Sure.
Coriel works closely with the Antarian, yeah?
Yes.
How much of... I'll put it like this. How has she noticed a change in vibes for the Antarian?
They have gotten a lot more
Recently.
pushy with their own agendas since this shift in power happened.
Got it.
1,000%.
So this isn't surprising to Coriel at all.
That it's this blatant, maybe.
Well, yeah, but like...
yeah.
But being that we're in the situation we're in,
Yes.
the blatantness seems to correspond with the other shit that's happening.
Yeah. And
Okay.
to kind of add to it too, to give that further context, there have been situations before when the Antarian itself has kind of had musical chairs. There have been changes over in power position that happens, right?
Mhm.
There's always been some kind of pushiness as people put their own ulterior motives ahead.
Sure.
And
It's
that always
politics.
happens with that change. But the fact that everyone is acting on this and also united with a lot of their decision making
That
has
seems weird.
a little bit odd. Yeah.
My lady
Coriel
Carmen.
passes all of this on to everyone. Like, this is not something she's hiding.
Sure.
Because she wants to make sure that people have the context for why they might want to grab Carmen. Because this is a time where they would close rings. If everybody's in lockstep, we can't have anybody out of lockstep.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, okay.
also, how do you get everybody into lockstep to begin with? Like, what is it? Voluntary? Unlikely, I think.
I have been good, and I have not been peeking into people's minds without them telling me to or giving me
I thought
permission.
you just started doing that today.
No, it's...
Excuse
work
me,
in
you shall, not
progress.
you shall not besmirch the work that I have done to make sure that they ask for consent before doing things.
I am not besmirching any work that you have done, but it's not really up to you, is it? Like, you can only instill these lessons, but it's up to other people to adopt them.
We're
to
getting
their
into the
life,
weeds
right?
about stuff that doesn't matter. I was doing this before, and I stopped.
I'm very proud of you.
I see the
I don't
implication
feel
there.
proud of myself now. I could have stopped this.
Well, Milady Cartman, I suggest that you proceed as if the Antarian, for the time being, are a danger to you.
I think that's safe to say. And you see at that moment, Yue kind of steps a little bit closer. She's been kind of helping to guide Carmen around, but you can kind of see at this point, has not stowed away the blade that she carries. And you can kind of see her hand that's kind of interlocked with Carmen's tightening slightly as she gives a fierce look, almost like a challenge.
Like a fierce look towards Carmen or to us? Or
General
like in
area.
general?
She doesn't seem to be
Okay.
challenging you, but more so challenging answering
Okay.
She is
Tola's.
being protective.
Yeah.
She is being
Got it.
a guard dog. I have
It's
a
giving, I
question.
wish a bitch would
Yeah.
energy.
Okay.
Yes, I nuck if you buck, bitches.
Mhm.
I have a question.
Sure.
Where were I don't remember if this was said last episode, so I will just ask in character. Where were the three of you before?
Well, we were in the middle of trying to get ready for tonight, and I got a message from Samari about what had happened at the Caladrius, and the fact that the Amethyst Tiger is missing. We were in the middle of trying to connect with everyone else and alert not the Antarian, but the other factions that make up Felk, trying to not cause a panic, but just try to get as much information as we could, get the word out, when I was standing too close to a mirror, and it tried to pull me in.
How long ago has it been since you heard word from your parents?
14 days. It's not uncommon for them to go out of contact for a bit. But we've been trying some sendings, but they're not going through.
I wonder how far they made it.
I am fearful of that answer, but agreed.
Shall we onward into the Unitel?
Are we not walking and
I
talking?
figured you all were
okay.
kind of moving as this was kind of
No,
happening.
I mean, I imagine we're at the front door of the building, but haven't walked into it yet.
So it's not a building. The Unitel itself is at the crest of a hill, and there are stone formations, large kind of almost pillars surrounding this entranceway downwards into a section of Sparks. Safrina, you know this. This is where you come to work every single day. But the Unitel itself, this is the basis of where ceremonies and having those spiritual reinvigorations happen here. So you all are kind of approaching the crest of the hill, as you see Carmen kind of stops for a moment and kind of scrunches her eyes, and she links telepathically what she's getting. She's getting a message, and you hear a familiar voice, although maybe not super familiar to all of you at this present time. Rory is making contact with sensing you're nearby, I'll head your direction. I was just making sure Melanoe and other siblings are safe. I've managed to get them out of Felk. We've just with everything going on, they're away from mirrors, and we've made sure that they're okay for the moment. So I'm heading to you unless you have anything else you need me to do right now. You okay? You kind of hear Carmen like sigh of relief. Could have been better, but it's probably gonna fare better with you here. So, do you have your automatons? Do you need anything? Rory chimes in again after a moment. No, I've got everything. I think I've got enough supplies. So we're doing this, right? And Carmen just doesn't respond, just cuts the connection at that point.
There's an intense, like, quizzical feeling that comes through the telepathy from Tola right after that cutoff.
I think that comes from everybody.
This is why you don't
Slow.
work with
Everybody in the party
everyone.
just slow turns. I imagine at Carmen, like,
Yeah.
having that happen. There's, like, the whole party's just like,
Listen, I let Blackstone know what was going on. I have no reason to hide any of this information. We have one goal here. Blackstone thought it would be the best idea to get our siblings out. If I'm being used as a pawn, they could try to use my siblings as bargaining pieces. So Blackstone saw it, and Rory thought it would be best to move them out. This is not me trying to protect my hide. This is trying to make sure the Antarian can't use what I care about against me.
I'm going to choose to trust that.
So, I didn't even know he was doing it. I literally just got told with all of you. So, that's what I imagine he's trying to be cautious. Because we're not really sure who we can trust. Javian vouches for all of you, so, and I've seen your work throughout Felk. So you have my trust.
I'm sorry, Rory and Blackstone the same person?
No, Rory is my adopted brother, and Blackstone is his main automaton. So, no.
That sounds familiar.
I'm sure we'll never need to actually remember any of this. ever.
Right?
Like none of this actually. Who cares about an automaton, honestly?
Right?
As I'm sitting on top of my steel defender, patting myself.
Right. Okay.
Coriel just sighs again, and then she's holding the handkerchief that Caro gave her,
Mm-hmm.
and she's holding it, and then she rolls it through her fingers, and then it changes colors to a deep, like royal purple color
Sure.
with gold stitching, and then she just hands it back to Carol. There's no blood on it, and Coriel looks a little better.
Okay. Love that.
Yeah, Kara will tuck it back into wherever she had it before. Don't ask me. Into her pocket. And I think Kara is walking next to like Javian as we're all having this conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and is like, "So you vouched for us."
Of course. Not that I really need to. Your expertise speaks for itself, but
You don't need to flatter me. We're already dating.
listen. It might be the end of the world. I might only have a few more times to do this.
Okay, first of all, time out, pause, record scratch. You've really thrown in some Baldur's Gate
No.
line in here.
No, actually, no. I promise you, no. Nope. You can insight check me. I promise you know.
I can insight check you.
Yeah. go ahead.
Okay.
I don't know if you consciously know you're doing it anymore.
Yeah, I don't
No,
think you know
I
that you.
believe
just
me,
part
y'all
of
gave
you
me a
now.
very rude awakening last week, so I've been really looking into it, and I promise you know.
Wait, did we sleep yet? We all need to go to sleep. We all need to go to sleep.
Long rest.
No.
I mean, Corio
there's a
could use one.
It feels like there's a cutscene waiting for us. We should just go to sleep.
I'm
dear.
looking at Dibbins, looks actively suggesting a nap at this moment, and go. I prefer my beds, taverns, or inns. If it's all the same to you.
Dibbins, were you going to kill all
I
of my
do-
friends?
I do prefer
No.
my bed.
You seem to be hesitating to leave once we all decided that we were going to run.
I didn't want them following you guys and fighting you.
That's not an answer. You know what? Never mind.
It kind
Probably
of
rather
is.
not know.
UA's responding. It kind of is, I mean. But that is a fair question, actually. Do you all want to be here, or do you want to head back?
I was
I
never
was-
asked. I was trying to go home. I
You
haven't
wanna
been
go?
this far from the archives in a long time. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Do I want to be here? No. However, the alternative is worse, so I would rather be here.
I appreciate that.
In a perfect world, I would be back. I would be in my bed right now. In a perfect world, and nothing bad would be happening. But bad things are happening, so I am here.
Coriel is practically shaking. And she goes, "My party is ruined by this day. I don't want to be here, but we have to stop whoever did this so I can go back to my life."
I know there's a collective eye roll in the group chat.
We need to
It's
save
like,
the
oh
world
my
so a party
God.
can go on.
I guess.
I was talking to ants this morning, and now I'm saving the world, I guess. Love, I don't mind being here, but I just want to know what the hell we're dealing with. All I know is that we're going into a portal, or probably. Are we going to stop that portal from, well, bringing other things into our plane?
I believe that is the answer to that question lies in the knowledge of someone with your station. So, summarily, if you don't know, I don't know how I would.
So Sifrina is a extra planar student and enjoys reading all about that stuff. But does this seem like something from the Fey realm, or from something from other realms, like the Far realms or other realms?
Why don't you roll a history check
Okay.
with advantage?
With advantage. 19.
19. Nothing really of those worlds. Nothing Feywild. Nothing Shiftweave. Fail. But therein also is the answer. Whatever this is, it was born of this world. Of this plane.
So like I said, I've been a student of, and I've been learning about extra planar activities and all that stuff. This is not from anywhere else, but from here.
I think that makes the most sense, actually, considering what we know. We have some guy who did not know when to stop, continue on the research within mess with forces he did not understand, and now he's brought this upon us all. What is this man's name? I can't remember.
Yeah, what is this?
Cedric Whitlock.
Okay, I said was going to say something completely different, so thank you. Yes, Whitlock, this Whitlock person who was researching matters of this nature. Who knows what he found out and what or how it corrupted him.
Everybody needs to be on guard, because I honestly don't trust anybody right now.
Well, for fairness to you, I can be a little bit unsafe every now and then. I just lightly touch on the ground and get off the broom because it's kind of like if anybody's following us, I would have seen them probably
Yeah.
at some point.
No one's following you.
Well, to save the world then.
I don't know about the world,
Save
but
us.
save Felk if we can.
Save Coriel's party.
That's a
Clearly. She says it very sarcastically.
Sure.
If you save my party, you'll be invited.
Oh my goodness, there is a dragon in the area.
That was the
What's
broom.
Oh,
going-
jeez. That was the
was-
broom, I think, shutting off.
Oh no.
Emphasis on room.
Yes, my broom does in fact have a check engine light.
Here's the thing, Coriel, I appreciate the invitation, but honestly, if when we save the world, I have a date later, so I cannot go to your party.
There'll be
Javian
more.
blushes ever so slightly in the background.
I don't have any plans tonight. I can come.
Coriel just gives Divis a look like, yes, sure, you believe that.
Davis is gonna go to Coriel's house and reverse prestidigitate everything. So it's
I'm
nasty.
gonna go with stealing.
Amazing.
Leave the evidence of the break-in in Coriel's house.
Yep. Eventually, you all find yourselves at the top of the hill, just a few feet away from the Unitel. And that is where we're going to take our break.
After you just watched me get more comfy
would-
in my seat, bitch.
I didn't see that. Listen, I was like, I'm looking at the time. I'm like, oh, we're going to be getting a break any minute. Here's the perfect spot
I
to
would-
do it. So,
I would like to say to Corio, Corey, no. After we get done with whatever this is, if you do feel like seeking revenge, I will help you.
Okay.
At the very least, it'll let you blow off some steam. After all, as for the people gathered here, while you are understandably frustrated about the situation, these are not your enemies. So, maybe we should redirect you to the people that are.
And you just see Coriel smile with all of the dragon teeth at that.
No one else hears that but Corio.
Nothing is said. It's just a big toothy grin.
What did you say? What did you say to her? Because I know you said something. She never smiles like that.
And scene.
yep, and break. Amazing. I like that better. All right, y'all. It is 4:23. We're gonna take about a 5 to 7 minute break because we got a lot to get through, and not a lot of time. So it's gonna be a shorter break today, as we get right back on into it. But we'll see y'all shortly. Bye, everybody.
Pick up your gear and open your chests. Throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, hey. It's a brand new day. On the slow coast, your allies will help with blades and bows and magic as well. Hey, hey. Heroes on their way. Fighting together against overwhelming odds. Fighting together in favor of multiple gods. Idle champion! champions, adventure never ends. Idle champions, get your wallet there. Idle champions, you will say it again. Idle champions.
I get my dick ash for Karlak.
Dick Ash.
Back.
That's
Welcome
a
Dick
back,
ash
thing?
for
everyone.
Karlak.
You just gotta keep a lot of that aloe around.
I don't think aloe can help with that.
No,
I don't think
that's
aloe
gonna
can
fix
help with
it.
that.
Quick
Aloe
cream.
still works
What's-
on burns?
What heals a burn?
Not those
Aloe.
kinds of
Cream.
burns.
Miracle.
Demon Dick and Darknose.
You got a cleric, right? They got greater restoration.
That's
And
D&D
welcome
and
back,
you need,
everyone.
No, you need a regeneration is what you need for that.
We have a very insightful comment here that says it's called lube.
Welcome back, everyone. On that note,
36, you know what? Never
Lori
mind.
P. As we continue to be messy on our season finale. Great. The group has been slowly connecting some of the threads as, hey, there's been some shenanigans happening with the Interior of Felk, pushing forward some ulterior motives that seem to be working against the betterment of Felk. Carmen has asked all of you to assist her in trying to basically shut that portal to stop the ceremony from happening tonight. You all did some healing, shade throwing, and talking as you all moved from Felk, quickly taking care of some guards. Dimples, I just saw your comment in chat. Thank you. And you all have now found yourselves at the Unitel at this time. Can you all please roll a perception check for me?
Absolutely.
What if I just give you my passive perception instead?
If it's higher
look
than
at
what
that.
you roll, then you can.
21.
21.
I got a nat 1, so I don't even think it matters what my passive is.
I bless this dice with holy water.
Love
I'm
it.
using D&D Beyond, and it's not liking me right now.
Yeah, what's up with that?
My passive perception is 15. I'm going to say it right now.
24.
28.
28. Okay. Most of you don't really see anything. Tola, you don't see anything, but you sense things in the area. Things are moving within the shade of the trees around the Unitel. The Unitel itself is in this massive meadow with a hill at the top. And the trees expand around. You can feel at this time several magical energies, several magical signatures are moving quickly.
So what everyone sees is me walk toward Carmen and move her. With you, mind you, with UA right there, like grit with a knife and everything, move her so that she's toward the center of everyone else.
Yep.
And then everybody gets like, kind of gets the feelings of sudden and intense focus. And you would see Tola looking around at the trees around us.
With a 28, you get 9 magical signatures moving in your direction. I just noticed your picture, Fair. God damn it.
Oh,
It looks like you're sleeping on him, like you're doing the...
Yeah, Jordan, I got your body pillow.
do look alive, everyone. It looks like we have some company. And not an insignificant number either. We're looking at a party of 9.
Which direction are they coming from?
All around you.
Apparently, the
muted or
direction of the dead.
All around you. They seem to be, at this point, they're coming from different directions.
They're not coming from one direction, but rather converging on this point from several.
Bring it.
Well, if that's the case. And at this point, you see Carmen kind of still in the middle. At this point, she's kind of maneuvered a little bit, even more so into the middle where the Unitel is.
I'm gonna do a thing.
Sure.
Oh,
Go on, April.
Just-
What?
Go ahead. Yeah.
I was just. Are we gonna make a stand here?
Yeah.
Because I will also do a thing then.
Yes. We're gonna prepare as much time as we can. I'm going to go ahead and use this because I doubt we're gonna have any other time to do it, to try and stop, to cut the portal here. Whatever's coming is gonna probably try to stop that.
Cool. Coriel, standing there in front of all of you, dress and all,
You have an
just
echo.
turns.
You're using your inside voice.
She just turns into a dark blue metal that shimmers, whole body.
Sure.
I use the ability called Iron. I get 15 temp hit points. My AC increases by 2, and I can attack unarmed and punch the shit out of things now.
Love it.
So your skin turns to metal. You don't turn into a piece of metal.
No, skin turns
Okay,
to
I
metal.
was like, suddenly like a
Hard
ding
metal.
You know how
It's giving Colossus. It's
how-
giving
yeah,
Colossus.
It's
Okay,
very
cool.
Colossus.
My brain just immediately like you're now an ingot. I don't know
God
why. I'm
damn
sorry.
it. It is very Colossus.
I'm gonna throw you at someone else.
Dibbins gets his hammer.
I'm a fastball special Dibbins. That's what's gonna happen here.
I was like, you're a rock. I'm just gonna hit people with you.
No, I'm gonna just yeet Dibbins into something. Grab your hammer, Dibbins.
That's not gonna happen. Okay? Out of character. So
Yes.
we're in a room.
No, you are
No, we're outside in a
We're
meadow at the top of a
outside.
hill.
Outside. Okay. Shit. I don't know
Yeah.
if I can do this then.
Yeah, you're at the top of the hill. Basically, surrounding you are about 6 massive pillars. Think like Stonehenge, but imagine instead of
Okay.
it falling apart altogether. Yes,
How big? And how big is the portal as well?
the portal hasn't appeared yet.
Okay. Do I have an idea of how big it would be?
So it's usually up in the air about 20 feet, and it can expand about 40.
Okay. I
I
think I
have a-
misunderstood things then.
40, 40.
I have a
So-
question. Oh, I'll at least for. Go ahead, April.
So we're in a field
Yes.
surrounded by large pillars.
Yes.
The portal is going to appear like a circle,
Above.
like above us.
Yes.
Like it is like a big open hole above us.
Yes, basically a line that opens up. Yep.
So okay, so this way, not flat.
Correct. Yep.
So like a circle above us in the sky.
Yes.
So we would have to fly to get up to it.
Correct.
And
Or
so the magical things are coming around. Well, okay.
they seem to be coming around you. Carmen, look like at this point is kind of reaching up. So whatever she's doing, she has the reach to be able to do what she needs to do. She's not. No
Okay.
one's-
So
Yeah.
So we would have an idea of where it's going to be then.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's basically safe within the Unitel's pillars. The pillars are basically, to give that context, because it's high. This is with a little bit more lore. The pillar itself, the conductors are the pillars around. The electrical energy shoots up into the sky, and that's where.
So
that
they're not
portal will be.
stone pillars.
They are stone. There's markings on these pillars. The magic infuses upwards.
So I don't want to knock a pillar down though.
Correct.
I don't want to use. Okay.
Oh, see, April, you and I on the same wavelength, and
I
my
was like,
question
I was
actually
gonna
got
start
answered.
making stone pillars into like a building.
I was about to start hitting these bitches with shatter.
Well, then instead, I'm going to grab a rope off of the steel defender. I'm like, and I'm gonna throw it in the air, and I'm gonna cast rope trick and climb into my little hole in the sky.
Okay.
That is 30.
Nice.
David's
And
out.
then-
I'm not surprised.
And then I'm gonna like hold my rope. I'm like, anyone want to come up? But I'm going to pull this rope up. You stay down there. And as I tell the steel defender.
With rope trick, can you cast spells out of it? 2 people?
If you stick your head out and cast your spell, you can. And then you just pull your head back in. We're about to play whack-a-mole with Dibbins.
There's part of me that wants to.
Get in my hole!
Common.
I dive into April's hole.
Yes!
I bring
Well,
Javian.
clip that for me, please.
April character with that. Fair's getting in my hole. I'm pulling the rope up. We're closing that door. Don't worry about it.
Common.
I'm gonna leave the door open.
Yeah.
What are you planning to do?
Close this thing.
How are you going to do that?
I have the magical ability to open it further. I should have the ability to close it. I'm just gonna need to concentrate.
Are you going to need to be out of the reach of enemies?
If you could keep them off me, that might be a good place to start.
And you not go into Dibbin's rope trick.
I won't be able to focus from there. I have to be down here.
Same plane.
I hand you. I just like hand Carmen my broom.
Okay. Thanks.
Javian.
Oh, hold here. I hand Thola my broom.
It's a broom exchange.
I want so you can run around too.
Broomsicle.
I
cares.
hand Javian my broom. I do not actually have one, but I want to be involved.
Javian, as a person who works at the archives,
Yes.
do you have I suppose between you and Sifrin, do either of you have the ability to render someone invisible?
Yes.
All right. She can take my broom to be further up into the air, and you can render her invisible.
Although, won't that invisibility drop the moment she
Do you
casts
not
a spell?
have greater invisibility?
When you cast a spell, you lose
Yeah,
visibility.
you lose
so
invisibility.
She would lose it.
Not when you have
Well-
greater invisibility. Do you not have greater invisibility?
I didn't prepare it today.
Well, there's that, and we only need her to be invisible until the spell is cast, do we not?
Well, I mean, we
feel
don't
like the
want to get
cast-
her
the
hits
cast-
because she
The
might
casting's gonna be
get-
more than a turn, right?
Yes.
So the second she casts it, she's gonna drop it, so it's gonna be useless.
Yeah. That's what essentially Javian's getting at of like, that's a brilliant idea, but it's going to drop as soon as it hits.
And I don't. Oh, I didn't prepare it anyway.
Well, at the very least, if we can't, we can at least make her a little bit harder to reach.
Agreed. Can someone roll another perception check for me, please?
I'll do that. That is another 28.
28. The magic's moving quicker. You probably have a few moments before they'll be entering into the meadow that you all are in.
I should also inform you, they are moving by magical means.
Oh, I might have one more thing that could help. Then, in this situation. And Dibbins fiddles around with things in his pocket. He pulls out 2 rings. Here, and he hands a ring to Carmen, who's going to do the spell. And I'm going to cast Warding Bond, so they get a +1 to AC. They're resistant to all damage, and I will take their damage, half their damage.
Ooh, okay.
They have a +1 to bonus to AC and saving throws, resistance to all damage.
Okay.
Hopefully
I am
that
going
helps.
to use. I'm going to use my Pearl of Power to get my 3rd level spell slot back that I spent in that last fight.
Yep.
Is physically speaking, does Carmen have a lot of armor? Is she
She's got
She
armor on at this point.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, she's not looking great just because of the wound, but you would know that she is a capable warrior. It's not just because her parents were the leaders of Felk before. She was made leader because she is a very capable warrior.
Oh, so she is not a nepo baby. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I saw those jokes.
She's not just a nepo baby.
She's not just.
Correct. She has proven herself very capable. Why
Right.
all of you are in the positions that you are. You are all capable. She is. as
Ibens,
well.
if you go into your little hole, you won't be able to keep warding Bond up, though.
Why not?
Because you won't be within 60 feet. You're in another dimension.
Now if I stick my little foot out the hole.
You just see a foot dangling
You're gonna
from
do
like
the-
nowhere.
You're gonna do the meerkat thing where it's pop up gone, pop up gone.
I would like a bad guy to see a 2-inch foot 45 feet up in the air. I feel that at least gives me some cover. I'm a little dude, very high.
Oh, Lordy me.
I'll paint my
just
foot
a-
white.
Just a
Like
baby,
a mouse.
just a baby shoe hanging out of an extra dimensional portal.
A little Jordan just floating around.
a little Air Force One.
All black Air Force One. That's Divis energy right there.
Gibbons 100% has the pump tongue.
No.
Pump of his shoe.
Can
You
each
know
of you
those
make
shits light
a
up.
spirit saving throw, please?
Wait, what?
Can each of you make...
Everyone?
Everyone.
God damn it.
A what?
Including
What is it?
Dibbins, who is not even on display.
Including Dibbins.
I got a 15 plus 3.
I crit
17.
beach. That's 24.
24.
It's plus my
19.
proficiency bonus, yeah?
Yep.
That's gonna be a 15.
15.
Oh wait, you said plus our proficiency bonus? Ooh, okay.
So this time around, yes.
23.
23. What was that, Robot?
Oh, it's. Oh god.
16.
16.
It's just the roll plus proficiency, or is it?
The roll plus your whatever your spirit score is, and then for this specific time, your proficiency bonus.
Oh, 28.
Oh, then.
Okay.
19.
19. Okay.
Oh, then that's higher. Then that's a 23.
All of you feel a pulse of cold energy. The wavelengths. As someone is approaching. Those of you that rolled below a 17. It's like a shard of ice going into your soul. Fear taking root. The hairs on the back of your neck standing. A void almost taking over as the meadow shifts from view. It is that moment of having almost an out-of-body experience. So for a moment you feel yourself wrenched away before steeling yourself to come back.
Counter spell. Did I ring your bell?
No. No. For those of you that failed, you take 5 points of spirit damage. And you will have disadvantage as things incur
Disadvantage on what?
on attack rolls and saving
I was
throws.
just- To correct, since it was proficiency, I do pass.
Okay.
I was like, who did?
Barely,
Who
but I
failed?
passed this
I
time.
think we all did. No, we all
17 or
passed,
below.
actually.
So
We all passed then.
then you all
right?
passed.
Cool.
That's what would have happened if you had failed it.
Whew.
So
God damn.
just manage to kind of steel yourself as from multiple directions veiled figures move into the glade. The one from all of your right, you're at the top of the hill. You can see 3 individuals, one coming from like the 1 o'clock, the 3 o'clock, and the 6 o'clock. Robes flashing in the wind. And for a moment you see blackened helms, purple skin, almost mummified, and bright red eyes. Another 3 coming from behind all of you, looking similarly. 2 from your left. As well as with this figure, you see slightly smaller in stature. Blonde hair poking out of the blackened robe. Carol, you also feel a sense of familiar magic. The scent of lilacs, lavender. The face of a amethyst tiger comes to mind. This is the person that stole it.
Do I get the sense that they just absorbed the magic of it, or that it's okay?
Correct.
I was gonna ask if it was like on their.
They're
person.
not like
I actually
holding
don't know how
it
big
like
this
evil
thing is.
villain style. It's part of their essence.
Okay.
But you, being of the Caladrius, you're attuned to all of the oracles, all of the wavelengths of magic that spew forth from them.
Do I get the sense that, like, if, let's say the tiger was still, like, at the Caladrius,
Mm-hmm.
if it was shattered, it would stop working?
Potentially.
Okay, so I have to kill this motherfucker. Got it. That is the takeaway.
You get one more. Coming from slightly the direction of Felk. And you see for a moment Karma kind of bracing as all of you see a half-orcan individual kind of trying to stealth between the trees. An automaton in tow. Seemingly moving to try and pincer the blonde-haired individual between himself and all of you, putting them in the middle. Quietly moving.
I don't watch. I don't want to, like, draw attention to them, so I
Sure.
won't watch them.
You're muted, Sin.
It's just like, if I perceive them, I just casually brush a hand through my hair.
Yep. The blonde figure moves forward. And you hear a boom as their voice ricochets around the meadow. It doesn't have to be like this, Carmen. Just come quietly. I can reunite you with your parents. Don't let all of this soul energy go to waste. What? Nothing to say to me.
Are you talking to us or are you talking to Carmen? Like, make up your mind.
What do you mean reunite Carmen with her parents?
I know where they are.
I pull out a lute and just start playing softly to the scene.
Sure.
Is it nuck if you buck?
I know where they are. Let's just say they're preoccupied at the moment, but a family reunion would be spectacular, wouldn't it?
You're not walking out of here alive.
so sure of yourself. But do I see a hint of fear behind those eyes?
I looked at Coriel and then I look back at the figure and I'm like, are your eyes open? Because I see no fear. I just see righteous indignation, which is what she always has.
It would be easier if you all just gave up.
It would be easier if you didn't monologue and we got straight down to the action.
I'm trying to give you an opportunity to go quietly.
Oh my
I'm
God.
trying to give you the opportunity to die with your dignity.
You ruined Coriel's party. She's not happy with you.
When she says something about die, the Steel Defender will like get not bigger but stand at its full height, like next to Coriel. Is an intimidation standard to help Coriel.
Sure.
Like red pandas.
You coming at me, bro? You want to come at? You want to fight? That's what he's
Just
doing.
Just T-pose in front.
Dibbins has only his little tiny foot popping out right behind Kara, so they can't see Dibbins. Only Kara in the hole.
Jordan, do we know this person?
This is Cedric Whitlock, although
This
he
is
looks very different from the last time you all saw him.
I told you it was this beach, didn't I tell you?
Well, you see, love.
Hazel eyes
They
are
don't look
now a
good.
bright red, almost filling up his entire eye. There's no iris. And he
Cedric.
seems to have around his neck a brightly burning teal stoned necklace. In fact, all of the robed individuals around have a teal gem of some sort affixed into the helm that they wear.
Oh, Seti.
Zin, you wanted to say something? I'm sorry.
Hey. Cedric, you do not seem yourself. We wouldn't be able to perhaps convince you not to carry forth this plan.
And why would I? Aren't you all frustrated? The Antarian hasn't done anything. Selfish needs feeding into one another. This is an opportunity to fix all of that.
What exactly is your plan?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say it's my plan completely. But releasing the Leviathan is definitely a start.
So, you would put the lives of countless people in danger to revenge yourself against the Antarian.
Revenge? No. There's so much pain in this world as it is. Imagine if we could just remove a lot of the inhibitions that hold people back. Yes, April.
We cannot communicate in our heads, right?
Yes.
Still have the telepathic
Everyone's gonna
window.
hear in their heads. How much longer are we gonna listen to this bullshit? Like,
I was.
I'm kind of. Can I just go?
I mean,
Can
Hey.
we just do
y'all,
this?
if y'all want to, you can.
This
like-
is a
Um,
player.
No, you can't hear me, Jordan. You can't hear me.
Yeah, this is about between
You're
us,
not.
Jordan.
You haven't been booped.
This is
As
Carmen
a-
talking.
She's
in the group
As
chat.
you have only recently been brought back to this side of the veil, I would suggest not acting rashly in this moment. But you're not wrong. He
What if
was.
I could just throw something at a lot of them right now?
I also want to hear the villain monologue from Jordan because she's never gonna see
Can
them
each of
again
you
because we're
please
gonna
make
kill them.
a wisdom savings throw?
See?
Is it a charm effect?
It is.
Okay. I would like everyone to know. Yay! See, this is why I do random things. That loot that I was playing, everybody gets advantage on this roll because I
when
have
you do
counter
counter
charm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah!
Woo!
What?
Well, that's
what is
good.
it? Wisdom saving throw?
Yes, wisdom saving throw.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Also a dirty 20.
I
Nice.
think.
My first roll was a 2.
My first roll was a nat 1.
Oh, shit.
Yep, my first roll was not one, and then I rolled what's that, 16 plus 5? 21.
Your echo's back.
I know.
Because we're in our heads, Jordan.
Okay, I'm making sure.
Jordan.
Okay, damn. All right.
Okay.
18 for me.
Wisdom, 19.
Okay.
Oh my god, did we all get 18, 19, 20, 21?
All of you saved.
Hell
Feel
yeah.
for a moment, trying to purchase his words, but they just shrug off.
My goodness.
What I would say is,
Anyone else feel that?
can I, if I can offer this for flavor, because I'm a bard and I know the magic that people will weave with songs, stories, and words, I can see him about to make that effort,
Yeah.
and I play like one really loud, like a chord in the middle of the song that I'm playing that is significantly louder than it should be, and it's just jarring enough to keep everyone out of charm.
It creates this barrier
Caro's-
around. Go on, Felk.
Carol says, I have a boyfriend, okay, and you are not my type.
All right. With that, you see the final bit of patience Cedric has wears away. And let's roll some initiative.
Oh no, is the entitled white man
Damn
upset
it.
about not getting what he wants? Oh
I just wanted
no.
to start it.
Okay.
Damn it. It's not high enough.
I'm going to use one of my inspirations on my initiative roll because oh my god, I got a 12 on that. Oh fuck.
Right. Thank you. At this point, too, behind all of you, Carmen, not even responding to what's happening with Cedric. You all feel the pull of energy as she has started the ceremony to sever the thread that brings the veil here. As you all say, thank you for popping the message into Zoom. 18 seconds. You have 3 rounds to do what you can. As we go to Tola, you are first up in the initiative. Safrina, you're on deck.
Okay. Hold on for a moment. Okay. I am. Okay. So, I'm going to test the waters a bit, and then I'm going to do a thing.
Okay.
So, okay. Okay, this is an action. Cool. So, as an action, I would like to take I guess, Cedric possibly, and 3 others of his party that are just in immediate range.
There's only 2 of them that are right next to him or nearby him. The rest are coming from different directions.
Oh, like that's fine as long as I'm visible to them and they've been hearing me play. That's the
Yep.
important thing.
1000%.
I would like them to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What's the DC?
16.
Cedric passes. Guard 1 does not. And guard 2 does. So 1 guard does not make it.
Okay, so 1 guard is charmed. I do not know if that means I can make a suggestion to him now or if that's a separate action. So I'll let you
I'll
let
have
me
it.
know on
you
that
can
one.
do it on this.
Okay. Go. To the one who's charmed, I see the one who just like seems to tune in a little bit closely to what I'm playing and goes, would you mind helping your friends away from the premises and perhaps into the town for the upcoming festivities?
just to kind of make it sure that this is clear, the guards that he is with looked like the monstrous version of Talil Helderwood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
these
in
are
other
not
words,
regular
they-
guards. These are like outside of game. These are like the same looking guards that you all dealt with when you were doing the prison break with
Okay.
Weldor.
I suppose in that case, I'll just ask them, have you considered taking some of your companions to explore the nearby woods? I hear they are lovely this time of the year.
There you go. I was like, let me make sure that that is crystal clear before we just
Like,
send
that these are,
Shelby
like-
versions to Felk. Like,
I mean, you know, there's that. And then as a bonus action, as the music crescendos, there's going to be like a golden, like a kind of like a halo effect.
yep.
Like I'm under a spotlight. And I need the rest of everyone who has pulled up to hold on, let me see what this thing is. There is a saving throw on this. Okay, this is also 16. I need the rest of everybody who pulled up to make a saving throw. I suppose the people who have already made one could make one, but I don't know why they would.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll for the other ones.
Okay.
That's a pass. That's a fail. A pass. And a pass.
Okay.
One failed.
So for the other one who failed, I go, perhaps you could join your friend and perhaps also take a friend with you. As I
Just
just
to
continue
confirm,
playing.
This was a wisdom saving throw, yes?
Yes, these are wisdom saving throws.
And the DC was what?
16.
16.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
Just need that for future. Just making sure I had it right.
No, that's valid.
So I guess you can figure out what to do here because I have asked them to both take someone and go take a walk in the woods. So if they grab someone, do let me know.
Got it. Okay. Things will happen when it is their turns. Anything else you wish to do, Tola?
No, that'll be all from me for now.
Okay. Next we move to Safrina, and then Caro and Coriel, you're on deck.
Okay. So Safrina just looks up to the sky, just says, "Well, about time, love. Let's dance." And as a bonus action, you can see like a tiny floating thunderstorm begins to form above Safrina and just hits her on her horns. And that energy travels all the way down to her arm, into her hand, where she's holding this arrow and just lights up with lightning power. So she's gonna cast a lightning arrow,
Okay.
and she's gonna point that directly at Cedric
Okay.
and all his posse. You gotta make an dexterity saving throw.
What's-
Okay, no. First, I gotta see if it hits, and
Okay.
then I'll do it. That's 26 to hit,
That hits.
and okay. So make the attack rolls normal. The target takes 4d8, which is 30 lightning damage.
Okay. As the lightning collides with Cedric.
And behind everybody who's around this Cedric, 10 feet. Each creature within 10 feet must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Oh,
hang on.
Dibbits is out.
Yeah, Dibbin said, I'm out, y'all.
Dipping
Okay, so the
into
way
the
that-
hole.
The way that the rope trick actually worked in real life, though, can we talk about that?
Like, hang on 1 second, I'm doing some moving around shenanigans. April will be back momentarily. So, okay. You said a dexterity savings throw, Robo?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. That is a 17 on the dex save for one.
saves.
The other one
My DC is 14. So
Okay, yeah, they both save.
Okay, so you'll both take 6 plus 6, 12. So 6 lightning damage.
All right. You see one which had been slowly moving forward as soon as the cords from Tola's lovely instrument moving forward, kind of then doing that cool like lumbering zombie thing as the charm takes hold, and then all of a sudden the lightning goes like into its shoulder blade as that happens. Fantastic. Anything else you wish to do?
Oh, I'm gonna attack again.
Hell yeah.
It's not that. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on, I misread that. 21 misses.
Son.
I'm sorry. I misread it. I apologize.
That's right. You still will take 22, which is half, so 11 lightning damage.
Okay.
So that's the end of my turn.
Nice turn. You can see the lightning turning into flames as Cedric kind of shrugs off the blackened robe that he was wearing, and you see he's instead wearing this armor that is black and teal and silver. It seems like almost every breath he is taking, there's a pulse of teal magic kind of that moves through, almost like blood vessels through the armor that he is wearing. And you see that there is a amethyst blade at his side as he kind of just cracks his neck after taking that damage. Fantastic. Coriel and Caro, you both rolled the same initiative, so I will let you both choose who wants to go first.
I will let Coriel go first.
If you're sure.
It's just this one time, okay? Do not think this will be made a habit.
All right. So how many of these things are not dealing with Tola's bit of mind fuckery?
7.
7 of 9.
Yeah, 7 of the 9.
7 of the 9 are not dealing with your mind
Correct.
fuckery. All right. Well, I'm gonna go for the big boss, and one of his friends. Yeah, this doesn't have concentration. Actually, I'm gonna go for 2 of them.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what I'm doing after I make this roll.
Okay. Thank you, Robot. We're actually good. Actually, yeah, if you could, that would be great.
Cool. So I did not get more stressed. All right. I'm going to use an ability called Believe. And actually, I'll ramp it up to 1 more since I did not get stressed. What I'm going to make them believe, they're all going to have to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 19. If they fail, they are going to believe that their allies are enemies, and they're going to move towards their closest ally and make a melee attack against them.
Love it. Okay. Give me 1 second while I fix everything.
God damn it. Fair.
I'm here twice and I don't like it. Oh. Doing some smidging around, y'all. Thanks for your patience. There we go. At least everyone's in their spot.
I gave them
Okay.
something to believe.
Cool. And I'm sorry, what's the DC?
19.
19. And you're going for Cedric, and you said how many of their his buddies?
3.
3. Okay. He rolled a natural 20.
After that, I will stress. All right, fuck him.
The one who also is charmed does not make it. Other one does. And then the last one does not. So 2 of the 4 that you basically targeted failed.
Well, they're going to go and whack one of their friends with a melee attack. Whoever's closest.
Okay. Cedric's up front, and the 2 were kind of right behind him that failed. So
do I have anything else I can pull off this turn?
We have April. Thank you, Robo.
No, I don't want to do anything else this turn, I think. I will move closer to in melee range of whichever one is closest. That's it.
Okay.
I'm going to look threatening as I am a blue sheen of metal dragon wearing a dress and expensive jewelry, which is all metal right now, and I have long metal terrifying claws.
Love it. Okay. Anything else you wish to do?
That's it.
Okay. Caro, you are up. Then it is going to be the enemy's turn.
How far away is... They're all encircling us. How far away are they?
They are about 10 feet away from the pillars. The pillars are
And how far
probably
away-
a few feet in front of you.
Okay, great. So I'm going to use spend 4 sorcery points to twin spell Rolotham's Psychic Lance at Cedric, and then one of the other creatures that aren't confused. So like somebody on the other side of us,
Okay.
just so I can try to get them to. And they all have to make intelligence saving throws.
Okay. Okay, give me... I'm fucking around with the overlay while I'm trying to do a million things.
I'm Jordan now.
You were for a moment, yeah. I was like,
Oh, no. Now when I say it, I won't be Jordan anymore on the overlay.
It's fine. Take your time. The dog just broke into the room again. He's
Okay.
getting my nerves.
Make sure y'all are up and stretching. Trying to fix a million things, sorry.
Sorry about that. That's not
No,
my
that is not your fault. That is the internet saying, fuck everything. So, and that happens. I will fix that later. I am not going to worry about it right now.
fault. You look fine.
No, it was more so the other screens. I was like, okay, we might need to jump to those eventually. Okay. What's the DC, Fair?
15.
15. Failure. Failure with a natural 1.
It's only 2 people.
Yeah.
So, okay, you looked like you were
they
rolling.
both failed.
Okay, so you're gonna take 76 of damage.
76?
7d6, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oops,
Still
I
a fair bit amount of damage.
Okay, let's see. 12, 18, 22. 20, that's 26 damage, psychic damage. And they are incapacitated for the round.
Okay.
Yeah, so get hit by your friends with advantage now, bitches.
Yeah, and so that is Cedric, and then one of the other guys like on the other
Yep.
like who aren't confused because I didn't want to like
Yep.
potentially impact that spell.
Yep, I got it. Perfect.
So they're incapacitated till the start of my next turn.
Yeah. Which is perfect because Cedric was after you unless there's anything else you wish to do at this time.
No, I don't have any bonus actions that I can. No, I'm good.
Okay.
For now.
Cedric spends his turn unable to do anything, incapacitated at this time. Next up is Javian, who at this point you see kind of raising a hand and shards of glass starting to form around Carmen as he's trying to basically, he's doing some kind of shield spell to further imbue her against whatever else might be coming in at this time. He also takes a moment and is going to inspire Caro, so you'll have advantage on your next attack roll. That is it for his turn.
Could I use that inspiration to give somebody disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yep. You can 1000% do that. Okay. Next up then is Make sure I didn't miss anyone's initiative before. Dibbins, you are up.
Okay. So I stick my head out of the hole. What is the biggest grouping of people?
Right now, most of the focus has been going to Cedric's. The other kind of quadrant of threes are coming at you from the kind of 1 to 3 o'clock area, and then the 6 to like 9 area directly behind you.
Okay.
So there's 2 groups of 3.
My second question.
Sure.
If I haste myself, can I cast 2 spells?
Why not?
Okay.
Yeah, because the haste just gives you a second action, so it'd be like you have
Yep.
just another action to do. So
Yeah.
you
It
can
would
haste,
fit.
you can
It
haste
works.
and cast a
It
spell.
says one attack, but it says 1 weapon only, but it says nothing about magic, so I was gonna ask.
You know what?
Okay.
Why not? This is our game. I think that would make sense that the spell would work too. Like
If it lets you do it in Baldur's Gate 3, it lets you do it in real D&D.
Yeah.
That is the rule. All I need. So what the first thing I'm gonna do is haste myself.
Okay. Sounds good.
That'll come in handy for the next one. And then my second action then will be I'm going to ask Jordan, how likely would it be that Dibbins, as the artificer of a giant library, picks random things up?
You tell me.
It'd be very high.
Then, yeah.
What are the chances that Dibbins has explosives?
Again, I answer.
Why would explosives be in a library?
I'm on your side! Fine. Then Dibbins would for sure have acid.
Because they're an engineer, that's why.
So I would like to catapult acid at one of the 3 people groups.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll allow it. Go ahead.
So I will cast catapult at 2nd level. So I need everyone. How big of an area is that?
The bomb is literally ammonia and dish soap.
It's cleaning supplies. So I want to hit the guy in the middle of the 3,
Okay.
because then when it hits, it's gonna
Yeah,
splash.
exactly.
damage. Okay, so he gets a DC. He gets a dex save.
Okay.
Which quadrant are you attacking?
Are you doing the 3 o'clock or are you doing the 6 o'clock?
Which one's closer?
They're the same distance.
6.
6? Okay.
Can we say that one of the guy that I attacked is in the 6 o'clock quadrant, so they just can't do anything?
Yep.
and they just
That's
take
what
the
I was
full
going to do,
damage?
Fair. Yep.
Oh, okay, then yes. Wherever person can't fight back, I'm throwing it at him.
Okay. All right. Love
So
it.
then he would fail.
Yep, he auto fails because he can't do anything. So that's one.
So he takes
Yep.
18 points of damage from just being hit.
Okay.
The item then explodes.
Okay.
So I don't know how you would like to do splash damage for acid.
Roll the damage. I'm gonna have the other 2.
Oh,
try to
wait, it
do
actually
dex
has a
save
thing on a
to
hit.
Get out.
It does
so.
2d6 damage.
Okay.
So it already has a thing. So then he takes another 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then that would splash out.
Yep. The other 2, one makes the. I had them do a dex save to get out of
Okay.
the ricochet of magic. That was happening. And one saved, one failed. From that. So,
How's the guy who got hit looking?
not great. I was actually about to get to that description. As the acid starts melting the helm, fusing it to their kind of mummified face. And you can just hear this like groaning noise. As
Well,
not looking
how
great.
big is he?
I'm sorry?
Is he bigger than me?
Yes.
I would like to use one of my extra abilities, Fury of the Small, so he takes 4 more points of damage.
Okay. He's, for all intents and purposes, bloodied.
Oh. Well then, I could also use once per turn Arcane Jolt, which would give him 2 more d6 points of damage.
I mean, hey, it's up to you.
That's a lot of bonuses. I love that.
That's 7 more points of damage.
Love it. Still up, but
That is all I could. That's all I could do in my action.
Yep. Amazing.
Bonus action. My boy's gonna now hit.
Okay.
So he's gonna hit, I guess, whoever's the leader, because he's with Coriel.
Cedric then. Yep.
Cedric then. Okay. So he's just gonna do a forced rend attack.
It's an auto crit because he's incapacitated.
Oh, well then, what crit is full damage plus dice roll?
Yep.
12 plus.
Oh, that's a natural 20. No, the crit is your max. So just, you don't have to roll what's the max damage that you
Oh.
get.
12 then,
Okay.
because it's 1d8 plus 4, which is 12.
Oh, we don't double. Not looking great as you see blood kind of starting to scatter across the
And then
blades of grass around you.
And I'm gonna pull most of my body back in the hole, except leave a little bit of my foot out. So we keep warning Bard uncommon.
Love it.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Yue, at this time, you see kind of raising her hand across the blade as it's imbued with spiritual energy, as she flies forward towards the three that have not been covered in mustard for all intents and purposes, and making a wide kind of hit 5 feet away. And there's a moment of silence, and then all of a sudden, wind pushing the three of those soldiers back 30 feet. And you see from that too, it's almost as if thousands of knives just dug into their skins. You do see one of them starting to get up. The other two remain on the ground. That is it for Yue's turn. The soldiers, vast majority are preoccupied at the moment, but the one that is getting up is going to go ahead and use its soul ability to make an attack against Yue, which misses. You kind of see him raising his hand up, and this teal energy pulsing pushes forward. And you actually see for a moment Yue kind of digging her feet into the ground, as it almost looks like gravity is pulling her towards this creature. But she holds fast, and it does not work. Okay. Next up is Carmen, who is, at this point, you see her eyes are gold. As gold as
May
the
I
glass.
interject?
Yeah.
Did the two take attacks at their friends yet?
You are correct. I forgot about that. No, they hadn't. Sorry, there's a lot of things happening.
I know.
on my
That's
paper
why I
somewhere.
tossed it out there.
No, I
Have
appreciate
have two of them wandered into the woods somewhere, not to be seen for a while?
it. Two have, yeah. That's why I was like, there's really not much left. And the two that are attacking both miss, because they rolled a 4 and a 3.
Motherfucker. Hit the prone ones, you bastards.
No, thank
All
you.
right.
I appreciate you.
It's fine.
No, that's helpful. Carmen at this time has risen up into the air, and each of you see the pillars alighting with blue and white magic as the designs on it all come alit. There's a shuddering in the earth around you as the pillars all slowly rise up from the ground to form in that center, and they begin to start spinning. As they spin, you can each see the threads of magic, spiritual, archaic, natural, blending together into the center point and starting to show the thin weaves in line with the veil. You can see sweat starting to form on Carmen's face as she's focusing in. Normally during the ceremony, she holds her arms aloft, allowing the threads to expand. And instead you see that almost like she's pushing everything together, an invisible box of force and you see the threads starting to try to force together. The energy around you is alit with electricity. At this point, too, the sky above, the lights, the clouds have darkened. And it's almost like the electricity is carrying through into the clouds themselves, beginning to spin in a circular motion in response. The heat from the summer, in fact, the entire area quickly dropping as you all begin to see your breath forming. We're back at the top of the order. Tola, you're up. Safrina, you're on deck.
With what I've seen everybody doing, Cedric is still incapacitated, yes?
He is.
And seems to be the main person with the, has been imbued with the magics and the energies and things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would like Cedric to make a wisdom saving throw. I don't know if he does or can, but if he can, I need him to make one.
He got a 19.
The DC is a 16.
I'm
Hold on.
sorry.
Can I use Bardic Inspiration offensively?
Certainly. I see no problem with that.
I was
You're trying to make him roll less, right?
Yeah.
Don't you have silvery barbs?
Do I
Reaction,
have silvery
make him reroll?
barbs? I don't have silvery barbs. That would be nice if I did, though. Okay. Well, that doesn't... Okay, if that's not going to work... Hold on. Is this a... This is an action. This is also an action. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. How long is a minute?
60 seconds.
Rounds?
6 rounds.
No,
I
like,
think a minute is like 10 rounds, I think.
10 rounds.
10 rounds.
Yes.
Each round,
Yes.
each
That's
round is
10
6
rounds.
seconds.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Which soldiers are left that are not charmed at this moment in time?
Currently... sorry. That one's destroyed. That one's destroyed. That one's charmed. That one's charmed. 3.
Okay. I need those. I need, one of them to make a wisdom saving throw, because I almost forgot I had Mantle of Majesty still active. So, like, that's a whole thing. I can
Right.
just ask them to do other things.
Okay.
The Majesty.
19, 21, and an 8.
Okay. So for the one who made an 8, it's just basically like, hey, wait, didn't Dimples already have like a couple of them trying to fight their friend over here?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hold on. Is that a thing I can actually use command to do? Nope, it isn't. So I'm going to also suggest to them that they wander into the woods and go enjoy the lush greenery over there.
Okay. All right. Amazing. And that will happen on their turn. Possibly. All right. Anything else you wish to do?
Let me see. We had an action. We had a bonus action. I'm not moving really, so no, I think we're good. I'm just gonna keep sitting there playing my lute and being majestic.
I love it. Okay. Safrina, you are up.
All right. I'm just gonna shoot my lightning arrow again
Okay.
at Cedric, and I'm gonna take my sharpshooter bonus. So that's 23 to hit.
That just hits.
Just hits.
Yep.
Holy fuck. Okay. So you're gonna take 1d6 plus 3. 12 piercing damage
Okay.
plus 22 lightning damage
Okay.
plus 10 of the sharpshooter
Nice.
plus 2 because I got extra things here.
Yep.
And ooh, okay. And as a bonus action, I'm gonna use my thing this planar warrior. Whenever I can see the thing with 30 feet from me, that hit is gonna take an extra D8 of force damage.
Love it. Okay.
Okay, so for my next attack, that's a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
And okay. And the same thing. Oh, the people around them take 2d8 damage.
Okay.
That sucks still. That's 3 was the half of 3.
1.5.
1.5 damage.
So like 2 damage, I think, is rounded up for you.
Okay. So the people around them take 2 damage, 2 lightning damage.
Okay.
Okay, 24 to hit. When that hits, that's 11 piercing damage plus 10, so 21, and then 48. Ooh, okay, 23 lightning damage.
Okay.
Plus 2. So you get an extra 2 damage. Oh, and the extra D8 from my force thing. Okay. Force damage. 5 force damage.
Nice. You just see the lightning continue to ricochet off of Cedric. Each of you can almost mentally hear him screaming at how pissed off he is as what's happening. He's still standing.
Does he look like anything happened toward it?
He looks like a hater.
He
Looks like
looks
a
like
hater,
there's
okay.
electrical energy coming off of him, but he does not look bloodied, no.
Like he's
Alright.
crying outside the club.
Yeah, that's all I can do in my turn, so.
Okay. All right. Coriel and Caro, you're up.
Okay, so we still have the Cedric and the 2 near him. They're all still up.
Yes. The 2 behind him are not
Okay.
looking great.
Okay, great. I am going to and they haven't moved, right? They're still in the same. I mean, I know Cedric hasn't.
Yeah,
moved,
they're kind
but-
of still in the same spot. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to go up and hit them all with the cone of cold.
Okay.
Cedric's automatically going to fail because he's incapacitated. And then the other 2 need to give me Constitution saving throws.
Okay. 18,
Pass.
natural 20.
Okay, obviously pass. So Cedric's going to take 36 cold damage. Do incapacitated people take crit damage automatically?
They do not take auto crit damage. It just gives advantage. And
Okay.
They can't
just making
react.
sure. And then whatever is and then half of 36, 18
Yes.
to the others.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. That's all I can do. That's my turn.
All right. Coriel.
All right. Just making sure I have the right thing that I want to do. If I'm going to take some stress, I might as well do it right. All right. I am going to use an ability called Harlequin. I psionically grasp for control of the mind of the humanoid I can see within range. The target must make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if me or my companions are fighting them. I'm doing this anyway, even though they get advantage. On a successful save, I can choose to do 3d10 damage on the target. On a failed save, it's charmed by me for the duration. Let's go and see what he does before we go to the next part of this.
Okay.
DC is 19.
All right. And you said this is you're focusing this in on Cedric, correct?
I am focusing in on Cedric.
I figured as much. All right, DC
I want to
19.
break this fucker's mind. Roll poorly, Jordan.
Natural 1.
You do get advantage though.
Oh.
You roll this with advantage. Because we are fighting.
How does he roll with advantage? He's incapacitated.
Because we're still in combat with them. We started fighting them.
Boo.
Natural 20.
Motherfucker.
I kid you
Can I
not.
use
It's
my
right here. It's a
inspiration
natural
to-
20.
Can I use one of my
jail?
inspirations to lower that?
You can.
Great. I would love to.
Okay.
I lowered it by 2, so he fails.
All right. Let's go.
In that case, instead of taking the 3d10 damage that you would have taken anyway, I have a telepathic link with them as long as we're on the same plane of existence. I can issue commands to him with no action required that they have to do their best to obey. Basically, I am puppeteering Cedric now
Can you make a
until the next end of my next turn.
Can you make a spirit savings throw as you were doing this?
Yes. 18.
18. As that connection occurs, you feel like you're pushing through layers of a book. There's not one mind in here, but two, or the presence of one. Omnipresent. It's like pushing through lead. You feel immediate relief coming from Cedric. But this greater void is all encompassing.
Oh, so I'm not the only one in charge of Cedric's body
No.
right now.
That's what
Corio,
you
like,
get.
new phone, who this?
Yeah, literally that. Yeah. Can you make a spirit saving throw?
Another one?
Mm-hmm.
Woo, nat 20.
Natural 20. You feel that same omnipresent force starting to try to eat away at your spiritual essence within Cedric. And for the moment, you're able to shy away, fight it off for now.
You just hear, well, I guess Cedric would hear, because this is all mentally.
Mm-hmm.
You leave, or I will make you leave.
I'd like to see you try, as you just hear this voice as deep as the abyss itself, lumbering.
Corio's not scared. Just,
Yeah.
It's absolutely not scared.
yeah, no.
Not at all.
Just give
Not
me
even
the
a little
flavor.
bit.
Just giving the flavor of what you're hearing in response. All right. Anything else you wish to do?
Coriel shits herself.
It's just like, Corio's like, add that to the fact that I just gained a bunch of stress. And let me see what I get on my stress roll. Just for some flavor here, I'm going to roll a D8. And we're going to see what happens here. Coriel's eyes start to bleed again.
Oh,
So you're bleeding through metal right now.
jeez. Okay. Anything else you wish to do, Coriel?
Hopefully not have an aneurysm. But that's all I got.
Love it. It is Cedric's turn.
I just gained so much stress. That's all bad.
Why don't you, for the audience at home, what does this stress do mechanically?
So I added these stress because I just gained 8 stress because I was concentrating on a spell already. And I just rolled another stress die and I drastically did not make it. So I added another 4 stress. And stress gives me different things. So I put this stress into a body strain. So as of now, I have disadvantage on strength and dexterity checks, and my speed is halved.
Ooh. Shit. Okay.
Don't get stressed.
And if I gain 8 more stress, I will die.
So basically, the stress
Just
mechanic
so you
is
know.
like
Stressful
is basically like levels of exhaustion.
Damn.
I can keep
be
pushing
a-
myself, and if I roll well, because a few of these I rolled well on, I didn't gain any stress on, but this one I did not. So yeah, it's not good.
And you were occupying Cedric's mind, right? So he cannot take any actions or do anything, correct?
He can't do anything I don't tell him to do. So on his turn, it's my turn.
All right.
I like how both of us are just like, this motherfucker ain't moving.
Love it. Okay. Well, it was his turn next. So what's happening, Coriel?
What can Cedric do?
Well,
Isn't Cedric currently incapacitated?
that was at the end of
No,
Karen's turn.
that was at the end of my he's incapacitated again, but
yeah,
not
in a different way, but
Because essentially what I'm going to tell him is to fuck up the weak guys that are still close to him.
okay.
That's my command. Attack your friends. They're not your friends anymore.
They
So
weren't.
basically, Coriel, so it's like, okay, so I heard your little friends that you brought up here were low-key talking shit on the way up here while we being real about it. I feel like you should have a little conversation with them at the point of a knife.
Pretty much.
You kind of get the sense, whether it is Cedric or this other being, they weren't his friends, and there's no hesitation in taking them down. As he does immediately alight, holding up his hands, and you see moving through the air wisps of silver, Cedric being the anchor, as these threads pull to all the different directions of where these soldiers are. Well, time to go. And he snaps his fingers and the soldiers crumble to the ground. The souls rising up, orbs of light. That begin to also rise up into the air further. Anything else you want him to do, Dimples?
Is there anything else he can do in his turn?
Not really. That was his
Okay.
main.
Then I tell him to come here. Just walk to me. You just see Coriel like holding her head, eyes bleeding, and you see her like her hand going out, and he's moving, following her hand, and then
And you see every fiber of his body,
Trying not to go.
trying not to. It's very much like a robot kind of fighting against it, but failing miserably. As
Coriel's like, because she's all metal, she's already heavy on the ground,
Sure.
but her claws of her feet sort of dig into the ground as she's trying to control him and keep everything together. She's not looking at her best right now, though.
Sure. Okay. Next up is Javian. Oh yeah.
For flavor, I do want to reach out with the handkerchief and dab it. It's
love
like
it.
as they're doing like this psychic thing, and I'm blasting my code of cold. I sort of just dab at her face.
Coriel wouldn't even notice, but appreciates it nonetheless.
Love it.
You cannot let them see you like this.
Okay. That's it for Cedric's turn. Javian at this point, seeing what's happening, gives you a look for a moment, Coriel. I'm unfamiliar with this. If I attack, we're still good, right? He's still under your command?
Don't hit him.
Okay, well, all right. Okay. And at this point, you see him kind of concentrating further, trying to expand the kind of dome that's around Carmen slightly. They've been trying to reinforce it. Yue at this time, with the rest of the soldiers fallen, slowly starts moving over into your direction, Coriel. Not to attack, but is just at the ready should he break loose. Carmen, hair alit.
He'll get another chance on my turn.
Yeah. All alit in the air. And you just hear this constant static as she is using every ounce of effort to continue pushing through. The whole entire area of this meadow is alit with this bright blue and white light as the threads are fighting with every fiber of their being to stay. Those of you that are closest to the Unitel can hear otherworldly voices, the veil itself, those that have moved on, almost speaking through that connection. At this time, the sky above continues to roil, and descending down is a moon of an eye. Vibrant, teal. Around it, you can see what looks to be blackened purple scales, as it is now perfectly focused above the Unitel. I need each of you to make a spirit savings throw.
Oh, that's not good. 12.
12.
12.
12.
Are we adding our proficiency again or no?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep. No, that's a good question.
5.
You better use those inspiration die if I got them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I am.
I have another one. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Nope, that didn't help me. So
Okay. I used the inspiration from Javian as well as one of the regular inspirations, so I got 26.
Love it. Okay.
I have a very gentle 18. I don't know if that's a cause for concern. You know something? I'm gonna roll that extra inspiration die because I know that I have one. Yeah, that's a 24 now. Thank you.
Did anyone roll below a 19?
yes.
I got a. Yeah, I got a 5.
You feel that familiar ice entering into your very soul. The next round will be at disadvantage for attacks and saves. And you take 22 points of spirit damage on top of it.
Not that phase.
As you feel
I'm
your very
still alive.
essence almost being pulled from your body. The rest of you can see, you even see Javian stumbled because he did not make the save either. His concentration starting to shatter the dome that's around Carmen. Glass, the fragments starting to
Yeah, I had to make a con save there too. That was not fun, but you know what? I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm still concentrating.
Question:
Yes.
Did we come in here? Did we get our hit points? Not hit
You
points.
said 20.
Our spirit points
22.
back.
You would have. I would have counted it as a short rest because all you were doing was just kind of hanging out for a little bit before.
Oh,
just-
so we would have been like at.
you would have been at
full or
full
whatever.
for your spirit.
Oh,
Full
okay,
spirit
okay,
point.
okay.
Okay.
Yep. For your spirit. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Then,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. So for those of you that failed, it's disadvantage on your attack rolls and disadvantage on your savings throws. As we move to the top of the final round.
Not gonna turn.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dibbins.
Skip
I'm
Dibbins.
sorry,
Don't ever
I'm
skip
passing. I'm
Dibbins.
sorry, Dibbins. Go. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry,
It's
Dibbins.
fine.
I'm
I was
sorry.
moving everyone on the
You
overlay.
should have just
on the other
left me
ones.
dead if you were gonna forget about me.
No.
Oh,
Don't
damn.
No.
forget about me.
I think
Who's-
April's gaslight. I heard what y'all were talking about earlier. I think April's
Right?
I can be both.
Maybe.
Who's still alive?
Right now it's
Who can
just
I and who can I hit?
Cedric that is up.
So I can't hit
Right.
anybody.
You
then.
can hit him.
You certainly could.
It just will break.
Oh, I don't care about your thing then.
Like dying. Coriel fucking dying, and Divin's
Don't
like,
be
nah,
Bleeding from my eyeballs, all kinds of shit.
Because I'm still hasted, because I have not taken any damage. I'm going to pop my head out. Oh, I gotta get 30 feet. Am I 30 feet from this guy?
Nope.
I'm gonna get on my broom.
Okay.
I'm gonna crawl out of my hole. I'll get on the broom and fly however far I have to get so I'm 30 feet above him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, what do I have in my inventory? That's magic, wait. Okay, that's a magic. What do I got? That. I'm just going to drop a mace on his head, and in doing so, I'm casting Barrage, which is then going to hit only him. I need a dex save.
He's standing right next to
Yeah,
me.
he can't make
Well,
any
that's why I'm doing it in
movements.
front of you and not on top of you.
Wait, is this not an area? It's just 5 foot?
It's a cone. It's a 60-foot cone, but I'm going to aim it towards the back so it's not towards you.
Because it's like it's a cone. We're just aiming the cone away from you.
Yeah, you can
Well,
aim
are
it
you
far
gonna-
away from someone. I don't
Well, are you gonna-
A 60-foot cone? I'm like,
I'm above you. If
okay.
I'm above you towards that way, it's not going to hit you.
Dibbins is an engineer. We believe them. Besides,
I'm gonna go ahead.
Knows math.
I'm not gonna rules lawyer you hitting me with stuff. Go ahead. Don't hit me.
Thank you for trying to do a bajillion things. Yes, that.
That's. Wait, is that all it does? That's lame.
Different
18
word,
points
please.
of damage. That's silly.
Thank you.
That's 18 points of damage.
Okay. And he
He
breaks
has
out
to
of
make
the-
a wisdom saving throw. It doesn't automatic break.
Okay, he has to make a
Make
wisdom save.
DC 19.
19.
Motherfucker.
Wait, did I cast fire? Why did I have... Oh, because I did that. So that gets rid of that. And then with my second action, what is he wearing? Is he like? Is he in like
He is wearing armor.
robes?
Nope.
Heat metal.
Okay.
Heat metal, second level. I'm gonna roast him from the inside.
Okay.
So that's 8 points of damage.
Okay.
He's bigger than me, isn't he?
Yeah.
He
Everyone's
is.
bigger than
Add
you,
another
honey.
4. That's why I'm little.
Yep.
Add another 4, and then
Okay.
we're gonna do another 2d6 of force damage on top of that if it'll roll right.
Okay.
Oh, that's another 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And then bonus action. Steel Defender's just gonna hit him a bunch.
Okay.
Well, then one time he can hit him. No, wait, that's damage. That's not to hit. Wait, does it? I just hit him, right?
You can certainly try. He broke free of the control, so you'll
Oh,
have
it's
to roll
22 to hit.
22.
Does the steel defender have disadvantage?
No. 22 misses.
Oh, like, thank God.
Awesome.
But also,
Okay, well
22
then-
misses? Ow.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything.
Okay.
And I get back in my hole. Stick my foot out.
Okay. Love it. All right. We are going to speed this up, y'all, because we're getting close on time. So, literally, Tola, Safrina, Coriel, and Caro, you all are up next. So, but Tola, you're up, and Safrina. So, yep.
I'm just playing a lute and I give Safrina a nod like after you.
Okay. I'm gonna roll attack.
Okay.
That's a 19 to hit. Now -1 to hit. Does that hit? A -1?
Nope. Does not hit.
A -1 to hit. Oh my god.
Okay. This might hit. Okay, 23 to no. Yeah, 20. This is a D8. Never mind.
Oh no!
How'd you get 23 from a D8?
I was like, damn.
my bonuses and stuff.
Oh, that's valid.
24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
His AC for everyone's record is 23. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the whole thing again.
Okay.
I used the sharpshooter, by the way.
Yes, you did. I'm gonna have you roll damage. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, I
just
got
so,
it.
Yeah. So Coriel and Caro, you're up next.
Okay.
Tola, Nako?
I would say I'm going to have. Oh, okay. I would like Cedric to get another wisdom saving throw.
23.
Ew, gross. Then that's perfectly fine. We will just keep moving right along then.
Okay. All right. Coriel and
Question.
Caro.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, never mind.
I need to roll damage. Give me a second.
Okay.
Okay. He takes 4 psychic damage.
4. Okay. He is starting to look bloodied.
Okay. Question, just real
Yes.
quick. The eye is coming through the portal that Karma's trying to close. No, it's
So the
somewhere
portal
else.
is up in the middle point, basically, between you all and the eye. The eye is descending from the clouds. Basically, it looks like this thing teleported, and the clouds are kind of acting as the outer. Basically, you have a small hurricane above you, and the eye is the center.
Okay. And how far up is it?
It is about 300 feet in the air.
I see you looking. I think I would see you looking at the storm and go, "Do you need a lift?"
Oh no, I'm fine. And then you see like from beneath like her robes, wings pop out because Caro is a variant tiefling. She has wings. She can fly. So she's going to fly up. I don't know how far. I think I could just fly up you said it's 300 feet. It might not even
300
be
feet.
worth it.
Yep.
Because I don't know if can your broom go 300 feet?
No, but I have the dimension door. You're welcome to borrow it.
I just borrowed your dimension door. I take the dimension door. What I'd like to do is, if Tola's gonna help me, dimension door close to the eye, and then I want to cast synaptic static on it.
Okay.
It needs to give me an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Thank you, Robo, for 61 points of damage, so everyone is aware.
And while you're at it, roll another intelligence saving throw after that.
Okay.
On the eye? Or on
No,
Cedric?
on Cedric.
Cedric got a 21. The eye got a 27.
Okay, it passes, obviously. It still is going to take half of the 8d6.
Okay.
And
Oh, I rolled poorly.
rolling
6.
3, 4, so
Whatever half of 19 is. Oh, I'm sorry. I
Nine.
said 8d6. Hold on, one more. God. I said 19, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus 2. So 10 damage because it's 21.
Okay.
And that's psychic damage.
All right. What does it look like as you're casting it?
I like kind of poof up into the air with this dimension door. Thank you so much, Thola. And like I think just like there's like a pinpoint of light that just explodes into like this sort of iridescent like bubble basically around it, and then since he saves it pops.
Love it.
And then I start dropping down. I start dropping down from the sky. But I have my wings, so I'll be fine.
Yep. Perfect. Okay. Coriel?
So did you roll another int save for me?
Yeah. He got a 21 or 22. It was one of those.
Okay. Then he's only going to take 28 psychic damage
Okay.
as I use what's this ability? Dagger of the Mind.
Love it.
I manifested it at a much higher level and took some stress for it.
God.
Manifesting.
Okay.
I wanted more
Manifestation's real,
d10s,
honey.
so I ran it at it does at base 40-10. I manifested it 3 power levels higher than that, so it'd be 10d10.
Oof.
But I also ended up stressing myself out while doing that. So
Damn.
Coriel's now going to take another one of these rolls on a d8 and see what else happens to her.
No whammies.
Oh no, it's all bad. None of the things that happen when I roll this die is good. So this one's going to mean Coriel's now bleeding and sweating profusely, even through the metal skin that she has.
Oof. Okay.
It's almost like rust on her now.
All right. Cedric coming back to themselves, whatever that means. Holds the blade out in front of him and is going to make 3 attacks against you, Coriel.
Cool.
22,
That hits.
natural 20,
Fuck you.
and 23.
All of those hit.
Jordan?
Yeah.
Would he have disadvantage because he can't get out of his armor? So they're supposed to drop whatever's on fire that is
Oh,
heating
he
the
has
metal.
heat metal on. I
Oh,
think
that's
that
right.
gives him disadvantage
So
on
all
attacks.
of those
I'll
attacks
reroll.
would be at disadvantage, please.
Yep. No, thank you.
Whee!
Like I said, there's a lot going on my end, so I appreciate y'all. Okay.
I also lost haste doing this, so I.
No, that's good.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the first attack then with disadvantage is a 19.
Does not hit.
Second one misses. And third one also misses, which is natural 2. So
Woo!
nicely done.
Come on,
April.
Dibbins. Come on, Dibbins.
Woo!
Nicely done.
Dibbins wiggles his foot.
Wait, but Divins, are you lethargic then? Because you lost
Yeah, I would
haste?
take. I would take that. Yeah.
Yep.
Ah, shit.
I can't take it action, but I would get my bonus action still.
Since none of those hit, I don't have to take any. I don't have to make concentration saves. Whee! I'm still in bad shape though.
Let's see.
For flavor wise, the steel defender like gets in the way every time.
Love it. Okay. Actually, we're gonna move to you, Dibbins.
I can't do anything. You said I still get my bonus action, so it
Yeah,
would just be
you
the
get your
steel
bonus.
defender. Is actually no, because I can force the heat metal on a bonus action, so I'm gonna heat metal him again.
Okay. Sounds good.
So that was gonna be He takes another 8 points of damage, and we're gonna keep that disadvantage on him going.
Okay, he is not looking great at all. All right. Anything else? Okay. As the end of the round hits, Carmen closes her hands as the meadow around you is alight. There's a silence in the air before the roar. As a teardrop of teal light moves forward from the eye, the area around you bathed in teal, silver, and black energy. The pillars which have continued to swirl as this ceremony of magic, you all can see portions of it starting to crumble as bits of stone are rising, almost being sucked up towards the eye. The threads of energy, the veil itself fighting to stay as beads of sweat continue to form on Carmen's face. I need each of you to make another final spirit savings throw.
$14.
14,
19.
19,
9.
9,
17.
17.
Math. I used an inspiration, so that is 12 plus 11 is 23 plus 4, 27.
27. Carmen, you can hear her yell as the final threads. You can see the barrier itself, it moving this whole time. It's gone from a circle as a gaping wound of the thread slowly closing until it's a singular line. The silver threads stitched together. As that moment, everything is alit. A cry carries the air as Cedric screams in anger as the portal is closed. But at the same time, all of you feel yourselves thrown from the glade as the eye above unleashes. Yes, fair.
I'm falling from 300 feet.
You're basically bop fitting elsewhere.
Okay, okay.
Yep, you are all being hurled. Various states of unconsciousness, claiming all of you. You did your mission. The veil will be unreachable from here. But there's always a cost. All of you lie broken underneath the roiling sky, slowly coming to in a shade, a large weeping willow, as around you the forest is alit with flames, looking like shooting stars or embers as they take to the sky. You know it to be about midday, but for all you know, it could be evening. Carol, you took 73 points of spirit damage.
I took 73 points of spirit damage?
Mhm.
Okay.
Where are you at?
Still standing, bitch. I got 8.
Outstanding. Love it. You come to consciousness. Barely. Clinging to life. You feel the familiar embrace of someone reaching out. And it's Javian. You okay?
Oh, it feels like a Tarask ran me over. What happened?
Thing attacked. I'm just glad you made it.
How are you?
And you can tell through the bond it's getting weaker. Didn't fare as well as you did.
So just so I'm understanding, he's not actually like here.
He's nowhere in the clearing. You're hearing his mental thoughts as in his kind of final moments that he has, he's reaching out to you.
Maybe I should have made you stay at the archives.
Probably. You know me, I'm usually kept up with books. The opportunity to see something different, maybe change things. 'Cause I can't help but feel like this is my fault.
You're not to blame for the actions of others.
I guess.
He did not know how to stop. He didn't want to. That's not on you. It's on nobody here.
I guess. I don't want to do the whole cheesy lines now. You know how I feel about you.
There is always the veil. And we will see each other again.
It's the hope.
It's no hope. It's a guarantee.
Sure.
I want to hear you say yes, not sure. I don't like sure. Sure is what people say when they like are trying to wave you off, okay? We will see each other again. It is a certainty. But I will miss you in the meantime.
I'll be here.
I know.
You feel tendrils pulling away as you're kind of left to your thoughts. Dibbins.
Yes.
What are the thoughts that you have as you feel yourself fading?
Dibbins is just thinking of home and how all he wanted to do was be in bed. So he is not cut out for what he just dealt with.
Dibbins, you're lying there, and that steel defender has kind of wrapped itself around you, trying to have taken the brunt of it. What do you hope to leave behind?
Dibbins doesn't ever think about leaving things behind because Dibbins is forever.
You did what you could. That knowledge that you've had, the archives, has lasted as long as it has because of you. You've seen main scribes, archivists come and go, but you've been that which tethers everything. With the image of your safe space and possibly explosives that may still be under your bed back at the archives, you let go. Safrina, what did you roll for your spirit?
9.
9. With 75 points of spirit damage. Where are you at?
Minus 50.
Okay. Safrina, what are the final thoughts that you have as you feel yourself fading away?
I never thought to ask those ants where they were from.
You have worked incredibly hard. Sparks is at where it's at because of your hard work, your genius to look at answers, big and small, including consulting with the smallest of creatures, giving forethought where others would deny. You feel through a moment, a passing thread. All you feel for that moment is sadness. Not you going gray. Sadness. Then the voice of your assistant pops into your head. I don't know what exactly is going on, but is there anything I can do? I cleaned up my mess.
Have a wonderful life.
Is there anything that we should know? Not necessarily about what's going on, but anything you want to pass on to the other sparklings?
I left a journal underneath the bookcase. And you probably should throw the chicken nut that's also there.
Okay. You'll live on. Through your journal. Through what you've inspired with the sparklings. I'll ensure it.
Thank you.
The connection fades. It's like going to sleep. Easier. Just slipping away. Thola. Where are you at? You're muted, love.
Probably in the woods somewhere. I've somehow managed to fish a piece of grass out of my pocket. I'm chewing on it.
Where are you at, spirit point wise?
If I have taken, I don't know. I feel like everybody has saved, so like I'm definitely like not among the living at this moment.
did you
Like,
roll?
don't we? rolled an 18.
Okay.
But I mean, I think even if I had rolled like a 23, I only have 40 points.
At 23, you would have taken half.
I don't know, I could roll an inspiration die, but
It's up to you.
What the hell is half? I rolled it. I got like a near 30, and I still took 70 something spirit damage.
Am I dead then? Did I take spirit damage?
What did you roll, Dibbins?
A 19.
No, you are dead.
Oh yeah, Dibbins is dead then.
Yeah.
So yeah, I should have done that.
There's
I'm
something
sorry.
still this in here.
It's okay.
Okay.
Then Kara,
So-
you would have taken half. Yeah, sorry.
So tell
Save
me
was
what
23.
I was going to say. I would say I rolled the inspiration die. The inspiration die said I get a 20. So
Okay.
the drama remains, I suppose.
What flashes before your mind? As you feel
There's a
oblivion
s-
calling.
There's a small, like it. I would say like they've fallen somewhere that they could see the sky. How angry it is. Well, Carmen, you've gone and done it, I guess. Don't know if this means we succeeded, but it definitely means if I wake up at home after this, not to answer missives from squirrels.
Your work has always been appreciated for what you do and the style that you bring to it. And in these moments that you've had, in fact, in the last less than 24 hours, the acquaintances that perhaps pulled into something more. What do you hope to leave behind?
Thank you for the ask, Zem. I hope someone finds this cleaning stone. But also, I hope someone remembers Corey and sets the Antarian to rights. She deserves that much. And besides, today I was hoping to have a little bit of a lie-in. I suppose I'll be taking a little bit longer of a sleep than I planned to. Unfortunate. I had a little bit more brilliance to offer the world yet, but we don't get to make those choices all the time, do we? Perhaps I'll find a way to offer that brilliance still in some other form. Maybe as a very beautiful and unique part of nature. That would be nice.
You feel yourself slipping away. Coriel, where are you at?
As far as
Spirit. What'd you roll?
huh?
What did you roll for your spirit?
Oh, that last roll was a 17.
75 points. Are you up or are you fading?
I have 1 spirit point.
Amazing.
1.
Amazing.
Because I had temp HP
Yeah.
from being the steel thing. I'm
That's
hoping
true.
that the temp HP counted.
Yeah, that'll
Okay.
count.
Yeah, then I have 1.
Your body feels drained, broken.
Oh my god.
You can even see, if you focus hard enough, your own essence still kind of pulling out of you. Not in blood, but in that spectral kind of energy towards that massive eye. That even from hundreds of yards away you can see. This also gives you a look at the rest of your comrades. You see Safrina slain, Dibbins, Tola, Caro, who's probably slowly getting up, Javian nowhere in sight, Carmen, Yue, and Blackstone, who had been nearby but caught up in the blast radius, and Rory, all within. What are some thoughts that enter your mind?
Coriel is a perfectionist, and while she feels glad that they stopped this, she also thinks it's all her fault. If she had just read the minds of the Antarian and stopped being so moral, she could have stopped all of this. This is all of her fault. And she is just sitting in the dirt, ugly crying.
In the game of what we could have done better, it's always a losing one, isn't it?
Yep.
You have that knowledge now, though. And perhaps with that knowledge now, you can be that difference to ensure that this does not happen again.
And so begins Coriel's villain arc.
honestly, Caro might be right there with you, to be honest, because it's a very Pyrrhic victory. Like, yes, they stopped this, but at what fucking cost?
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Hang on, y'all. I'm not done yet.
Oh no.
Give me 1 second. Rory. You're lying underneath a weeping willow. You can still see the smoldering flames around you. Your connection to Felk, still there. It still stands. The barriers in place having been able to protect it. The energy within you fading. And you feel a presence as Carmen, using her last little bit of energy, crawls towards you. Yue, who is up, looking similarly to Caro, but not looking great. Carmen, blood, ash, looking dazed, looks at you for a moment. Are you okay? And Sin, I'm speaking to you as Rory.
I'm operational.
Operational is good. We don't have much time. And you see she's kind of stealing glances at Yue. I have a little bit of magic left. We can't let this happen again. And if I don't do this now, and you see she's still not looking at Yue, she's saying all this, then we're gonna be captured by this beast. We close the portal.
Amadu,
but it's cut us off from the veil.
How may I be of service?
I'm speaking to you as my brother now, not the soldier.
Fair enough, these are different things.
The body you have right now is broken. Yue. If we don't do this now, all of it will have been for nothing. This knowledge has to carry on. I'm so sorry. I should have looked at this better. This is my fault. I need to see this through. We can leave this knowledge with you, but you won't be able to stay in the body that you're in.
Well, if it is important to you, then it is certainly important to me.
It's important that the future has a chance. You have a chance. The others are gonna need you. This is me being selfish. This is my selfish moment for once in my life. Going against the plan. Are you okay to carry this burden?
It is especially heavy.
The heaviest.
Like Blackstone just checks their body and things, goes, I think so. I was built for carrying heavy things. Well, some heavy things.
Okay. Then I leave this charge to you. And you see in that moment she turns to you, right? Who is looking dazed and horrified. Wings shredded. Carmen, you're sure about this? There's no coming back from it. And at that moment, using what little strength Carmen has, she leans and gives Yue a kiss. It's the only way. We have to make sure the Shift Weave fighters have a chance, and Ampistrano has a chance. Are you okay with this? And Yue, you see a shadow crosses her mind, her face, and yeah, I guess a little bit afraid of what's gonna happen to me, but more concerned about you. But okay then. She closes her eyes, raises her hands, and you see Yue's wings expanding outwardly, almost like a hug. Tendrils of essence coming off of Tola, Safrina. Caro, you can feel it in the distance, Javian's spirit as well, being enshrouded by these massive wings that are expanding from her. But with that ever-growing light, you also see veins of shadow starting to take hold around her. Carmen reaches forward, placing her forehead against yours, Rory. I want to give you this chance. I want to give our family. And when I say family, I don't just mean us. We have to give Felk a chance. We have to give everyone a chance. As your sister, I failed you and I am sorry. I couldn't shield our family from this. I couldn't shield Felk from this.
But you did. From what I've heard from Brother, this could have been a lot worse, and our whole world could have been in danger.
It still is.
But we have time now, and that is something we did not have before. We have done a very good job.
I'm scared. I know it's silly. I'm scared. And I hope you don't
Well-
hate me for this.
If it means I get to protect you, then I don't mind.
Thank you for being you, for this gift. I won't forget it. Light builds around as you see the very essence of golden energy intermingling with Yue's magic. Those of you that have fallen, feel yourself being pulled from the nothingness and entering into an embrace. The area around you lit with magic as Yue, their wings shatter, falling into teardrops around, enveloping you, enveloping Felk, binding everyone to this land, this place, protecting them from being taken. Blackstone, you feel yourself drifting, being pulled, and having, again, that out-of-body experience as the connections are being pulled into Blackstone, your automaton, wrecked. And you see Carmen giving all the look of love to you, looking to Yue, those that have fallen and those that remain. As she lets go. Just as consciousness finds you within Blackstone, your automaton, unconsciousness claims you again. All of you slowly find yourselves waking within the library of shadows, within your own bodies. Exhausted, having experienced what a small team of acquaintances tried to do and indeed did do. There's silence that fills the air, louder than any noise. The steady movement of water dripping, almost matching your heartbeats. You are alive. but those revelations of Felk. It's people that are tethered here, unable to move on. Many not knowing what happened. Javian steps forward as the realization seems to be setting on his shoulders as well. And you see him pulling a manuscript out from one of the books. Felk, the portal's gone to the veil here. We've been cut off, and Yue's soul was shredded in the process. As Oria, you now hold a opal that is no longer lit. The swan song of Yue, having completed its mission, having rested. The story doesn't end here, though. Oria, you feel a pull of magic, a soul crying out for help from far away. Were they captured? Or were they set free? That is a question, as well as what you all are going to do next. That will be explored next season, as this is where we end our episode here today. Thank you everyone so much. I know it was a bit heavy and we went long, but wanted to give you all payoff of what you all been working at, and leave you all with some decisions for next season. And hey, it wasn't a TPK, so we'll find out more about everybody and what the party is going to do with this newfound knowledge when we come back on January 6th. We'll go around real quick, tell everyone who you are and what you're up to for the next 2 weeks. Let's start with Dimples.
Hello, everyone. I've been Coriel, the talent who was one of the final survivors. Yeah. You can find me everywhere as Dimples and Dice. All the socials. You can find me in about a little over an hour over on Daryl Sucks at Gaming's channel. We're going to be doing a Vampire the Masquerade game. I'll be playing a Toreador that is not quite as snooty as Coriel is, but still a bad motherfucker. Yeah, that's happening in an hour. Follow my socials. We'll see you in a few weeks.
Yup. Thanks, Dimples, for agreeing to join this ridiculous cast and story.
Oh yeah, and Captain Draven Tyborn and Cribble will be back.
Yes. Amazing.
Just you wait.
Sin.
Hi. I am Sinziak and Blackstone and Tola still, because there is a special trait on one of the items that I was wearing. So if Corey ever finds it, it's about to be a whole party. Aside from that,
Coriel loots the bodies.
Coriel tries to loot Caro's body, and Caro's like, "I'm still alive, you bitch."
I'm Zinziak in most places except for Twitter, while supplies last. And you can find me in all those places. You can also find me back here when we come back from our break. And I already know exactly what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with asking Carmen a question.
Amazing. Thank you, Sin. Robo.
It me, Robo Goblin, and I was Sifrina, the ranger, who is totally dead by now. But I'm also playing Toby Montisul next year, so I'll see you later. And go watch Dimple's stream today. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Robo. April.
I'm April. I was Dibbins. I normally play Oria, and I'll see you next week. Year.
Thank you, April. Fair.
Oh my god.
Intros, outros, it's all the same for April
Yep.
Reagan.
Look, y'all, I gotta go. So can
I know,
we
I know,
wrap
I know.
this
I'm
up?
wrapping it up.
Hi,
Not
I'm
you hitting
Karen.
us with the VGAs.
Sorry.
If y'all don't let me do my fucking outro, I swear to God.
Good catch.
Hi, I'm Farron. You can follow me on Twitter at Fairbear. I have been Carol Velorith, still alive, and I will be back to playing Theodore Shadesun next year and or week. I don't know. I just go off at April time. And follow me on my channel because I've started streaming again.
Woo! And hi everyone, I'm D&D Jordan Lee, she, her, they pronouns. You can catch me on my channel because I'm streaming full time because I'm unemployed. Yay. So you can catch me tomorrow. We're doing a charity stream for Take This. So Baldur's Gate is going to be happening on Honor Mode with Goblin Katie and I at 4 p.m. And then I might be streaming either on Monday or Tuesday. Stay tuned to my socials and all that jazz. But we're going to get out of here. Make sure that you all take that time that you need to. Take that, you know, today was heavy, but I'm going to get out of here because I know people have got to run. We went long. So stay tuned while we go ahead and raid, and we'll see you all in 2 weeks. Bye, everybody. Where the hell? There it is.